a little bit wild. Little sad, I smile. Gold hoops in my t-shirt. Still turn levy at a mob world. Yeah, she's talking fast, hands fly. Got a temper, got pride. She'll call me out right there in the car and kiss me like a movie star. Said he got mood, she's like that. Storm in her eyes and she's on my lap. Tell me stop staring. I can't. Girly girl, that's my girly girl. She be doing the most, I'm addicted to her. From her curls down to her curves. It's my girlie, my whole wide world. If love is a word, she's the meaning of hers. That's my girlie, girl. She'll be late to the plans. Still I reach for her hand. Got a lipstick on my collar, my face. Then she fussing and laughing same day. She taught love like a fight. Every wrong, every right. When she's soft, man, I swear I can't breathe. When she's mad, I ain't trying to leave. Baby got moves, she swear she be driving me crazy. And back tell me stop playing. I can't. Girly, she be doing the most, I'm addicted to her. From her curls down to her curves. Yeah, it's my girlie, my whole wide world. If love is a word, she's the meaning I heard. That's my girlie. She black girl crazy, I love it. Got that fire, I run to it. Messy attitude with the softest heart. All that drama still my favorite part. You be holding her eyes, but she holds me tight. Seeing everything wrong, still it hit just right. If I ever got a face when the lights go dark. Yes, her. She be doing the most, I'm addicted to her. From her curls down to her curves. Yeah, that's my girlie girl. Love is words, is a meaning I heard. My girlie girl, first, my last, my word. She lied, she real, she sure. That's my steady girlie girl.
What up, YouTube? It's your girl DeeDee. Welcome back to another live stream. I hope you guys are doing well. Listen, as you come into the building, make sure you hit the like button, Also put a 1 in the chat if y'all can hear me good. 1 in the chat if the audio is good. So make sure you guys put a 1 in the chat if you can hear me perfectly fine. 1 in the chat if y'all can hear me perfectly fine. Shout out to everybody watching, everybody in the building, everybody who supports the channel. I appreciate you guys so much. Shout out to Ryan from the 8 in the building, Lorenzo Redmond. Thank y'all so much for being here. I appreciate y'all. So listen, as you come into the building, hit the like button. Hit the like button, y'all. Happy Friday. I hope y'all are enjoying your day. I hope everything is going well with y'all. So listen, as you come in, hit the like button, y'all. We're gonna get into some things. We're gonna talk about some things per usual, and then we're gonna wrap this up. If you are in the building and you are loving the content from this channel and you have not subscribed, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. It is free to subscribe, share, and like the stream, and turn on your notification bell so that you'll be notified when I upload new content or go live. Okay. All right. So yeah, listen, as you come into the building, hit the like button, y'all. Hit the like button. You guys see the title. It's over for modern women, child. Lord.
Oh my God.
Financial celibacy is taking over and women don't like it.
Oh my God.
They don't like it, y'all. These young men are on this celibacy movement. We had different movements when it comes to men out here. Now they're talking about this financial celibacy, and this isn't my first time hearing about it. I've been hearing about it for quite some time now, but now they're pushing it even more. And of course, the modern hyena bonnet crew society don't like it. But once again, they don't like the fact that men have standards, and it's not going away. That men are speaking out on the things that they want to do, what they don't like, what they will accept, what they won't. And some women, I'm not going to put all women, but some women are losing their minds, because it's showing more and more and more that you're not going to be able to manipulate these men or control these men to do whatever it is you want them to do. That's all it's given. And I'm here for it, because I really think women who think that the way that a lot of these modern women think, they have to change their mentality. That's what it's going to take. And I'm convinced that that's what it's going to take. As I said before, it's going to take women to actually understand what's real, what it should be, and not this foolishness that they're running around here pushing. Because the moment the men started changing their mentality and start not accepting this, it's going to have to force the women to make a change. And men have said for the longest that men are the ones who need to make the most changes. And while I don't always agree with that, I think by men doing what they're doing may force that narrative. So maybe there's some truth to it, because once the men start making the decisions and not accepting certain things and requiring certain things and having certain standards, it's going to force the women to shape up or ship out. The same way, women say, listen, if you want a man to commit to you, right? If you want a man to commit to you, then you have to prioritize that, and you have to not settle for anything less if you want the commitment from him. And if he's saying he want to be with you, you have to be steadfast in the things that you need to do to make sure that he commit and take it seriously. Or if not, you move on. So I think that's the same thing that's going to happen with these modern women. Either you gonna get it together or you not. And it is going to boil down to, what is it that you really want? What do you take seriously? And you're going to move accordingly. But I think something has to give, because this is the dating pool is out of hand. It's just a mess. And, once these women realize that these men are not going to fold and not do what they want, then they're going to realize, girl, they're not playing. Hold up. Let's get it together. We got to stop with this and let's work with them or not. You're going to have to make a decision. You know what I mean? Because I think the days of men just sitting back in mass, just accepting all of this is over. I think they're showing and proving more and more and more that they're not dealing with this kind of BS that we're seeing out here in these dating streets, y'all. So listen, as you come into the building, make sure you hit the like button, y'all. Hit the like button as you come in. But we're going to go ahead and get into the first clip that I have for y'all. And we're going to talk about it. So I'm going to go ahead and pull this up, you guys. Make sure you are sharing, liking, and all that good stuff. So let's get into the first clip that I have. Let's listen to this. Here we go.
So it has come to my attention that the fellas are now starting something where they're saying they're going to be financially celibate, meaning that they're not going to be spending any money on a woman until marriage. Okay? This is my thing. What woman in her right mind can you actually date and not spend no money on her until y'all get married? It's like y'all.
There are a lot of women in their right minds who would date, or there are some, I'll say, because we in a modern society now. But there are women who would date a man who's not spending money on her. It's not that men won't spend money. They're just saying these unrealistic amounts of money and unrealistic dates that women are expecting is just too much. And I think this is where women kind of lose it. It's not that men won't. Most men. And y'all let me know in the chat. Do you agree or disagree? Most men don't mind paying for the date when they take a woman out that they're interested in, right? Am I wrong or right? I think it's the unrealistic expectations that women have. And this is where women, they don't focus. You don't pay attention. They're saying, no, we don't mind. We'll take you out to dinner or to a movie, or create the experience. I don't think men are completely saying we won't pay for a date at all. I don't think that's what they're saying. They're saying these unrealistic asks that a lot of these women have, and what their expectations when you're just meeting somebody or just for them to date you is unrealistic. Not that they won't pay for a meal to take you out. Most men aren't saying that, but they want to be able to choose where they want to take you and choose what's in their budget. What's wrong with that? But women are expecting these unrealistic dates and all this money to be spent on them to prove that you're serious. No, they don't have to prove anything. So I think overall, men aren't saying, hey, I won't pay for a date to take a woman out that I'm interested in. No, but I think when it comes to what women are looking for, they want this magical, reality show experience from a man just out the gate. And I'm like, no, that's the unrealistic part. I think the women are unrealistic and the men are logical, and the women are trying to force the men to be in their world, and that's where it falls short. But let's continue.
Saying y'all are upset with women who are becoming celibate and saying, well, since y'all saying that y'all want to wait until marriage, we just ain't gonna spend no money until marriage. A woman who got common sense and is not gonna deal with no scrubby man, that's not gonna work with. More and more y'all come up with things to make y'allself more lonely. Y'all gonna push the male loneliness epidemic even further with that foolishness. The women are making more money now. We're more independent. We're becoming more financially stable than men. And this is not to bash men or put men down, but y'all saying y'all ain't finna spend money on women no more like that. A lot of y'all already ain't spending money on women now because you don't have it to spend.
Well, I mean, what's the point? And see, this is the part that gets me for real. Why bring up the fact that women are getting the money and women are more financially stable, but y'all don't want to pay for shit? What is the point? What you want relationships? You're bragging about, oh, women are getting to the bag and making them more money and we're financially. Well, why is it such a big deal if a man says, listen, you keep your cooter catter, because I think that's probably because the only reason we know what it is out here. But if he's saying, look, I'm not expecting anything from you. Let's keep it a buck and let's keep it clean. I'm not expecting anything from you and you are not expecting anything from me. Let's keep it on the even playing field and let's try to get to know each other, because after all, that's what it's all about. It's not about how much a man could spend on you. So what they're saying is, listen, hey, we gonna get to know each other. There's nothing else involved. It's not about money. And if you're not about money, if you're not about trying to finesse or use this man, this shouldn't be a problem. If you're saying, okay, well, look, you don't get nothing from me, I don't get nothing from you, but let's just see if we can vibe. Let's see if we have things in common. Let's see if we're on the same page. Let's see if we actually like each other, because the real gag is if you end up really liking each other and none of that other stuff is involved, and you really feeling that person, he really feeling you, y'all feeling each other, and the longer y'all end up, continue to date, and the feelings grow and it gets better, y'all really, baby, all that other stuff gonna go out the window. I'm just saying, in my opinion. He wouldn't mind spending something on you, and you wouldn't mind giving him the cooter catter in most cases, because if you liking him and you attracted to him, it's gonna end up happening anyway. I'm just saying, all the other stuff that you talking about go out the window when you really feeling each other and y'all be like, and that's where it ends up heading. So get to know each other, vet the person, see what, spend time. It's not saying the man, because the 9 times out of 10, he probably end up spending something on you. You know what I mean? But he could judge it for how he wants to spend it. It's not, oh, you telling him, I need 5 this and I need 5-star and I need you to give me this amount of money for a deposit and I need this before we go out and then I need you to pay for my maintenance and I need you to get my hair and my nail. That's so stupid. Like, I don't even know where that came from, to be honest. I don't even know where they came up with that a man's supposed to pay for your nails, your hair, your babysitter, your teeth. Who knows what else? Get you some goals in your mouth. I mean, your outfit, your makeup. Like, y'all are real. That is asinine. That this is what women are asking. It just doesn't make any sense. But anyway, child, let's continue.
Like, in all honesty, y'all want to be lonely. Y'all want to be in a position where you walking around angry because you can't really get the attention of a woman.
Ma'am, I think that you got this ass backwards. There are a lot of women out who are lonely and they're crying and they're letting you know, child. Baby, you got to come up out of that car and get out in the streets and really listen to what these women are saying. Because a lot of these women, there's the lonely single mother loneliness epidemic. There are women out here who are crying, literally crying on the internet, talking about how lonely they are. and how they're tired of being single. So if the men are lonely, y'all sure damn are lonely as well. Y'all are just as lonely. They're not lonely by themselves. Y'all are lonely too. So yeah, and then they're letting us know it. And they're just tired and they are crying and they're tired of paying all the bills by themselves. And they're tired of sleeping by themselves. They're tired of being by themselves. They're out here too. So, I mean, but a lot of y'all living in a fairy tale, a princess fairy tale movie where you think that the man's supposed to be your knight in shining armor and just come with all the money, while at the same time y'all bragging about y'all making to the money and you don't need a man. Y'all got some shit to work on. I'm just saying. For real. I'm not even, y'all got a lot to work on, B, because this is confusing. Captain Caveman, thank you for the super chat. Says she's projecting, shaking my head. Probably is. Exactly. They're always projecting, Captain Caveman. Thank you for the super chat. I appreciate you. Let's continue, child.
Until you do all of the things that a man needs to do, which is provide, protect, and lead, y'all are gonna be constantly having the same issues that y'all are having regarding women.
No, they're not. Because he's not responsible to provide and protect and lead for somebody he just met.
Oh my God.
Protection and provisions and all of that is reserved for his wife. So dating is just for you to get to know the person. I don't know how dating has gotten to what it is. It's for you to get to know the person so y'all could build a relationship possibly and move forward, hopefully to marriage, if that's what your goal is. And then once that's your wife, that's who you are responsible to do that for. I don't know. They really tried to sell this and push this because some simp somewhere gave them something a little too much and they was like, oh, this is what I've been missing out on. Oh, this is what I should be expecting from men when I'm dating. Oh, all right, girls, this is what we selling. Okay, now the jig is up. These men aren't doing that. Y'all gonna have to y'all got all the money paid for your own goddamn food. It shouldn't be a problem. Let's continue.
That's it, and that's all.
Financial celibacy, it's the new thing that these young men are focusing on when it comes to dating. And as Unc, I just want to say I'm proud of y'all. We always hear women say, my body, my choice. Rightfully so. But as a man, you should be able to say, my wallet, my choice. Side note, you should also care about your body as a man. Don't just go around and sleep with anybody. Have respect for yourself as well. Now back to what I was saying. Your money's a part of your value. As a man, you had to get up and go earn that money. Get to know the woman that you're talking to before you decide to spend money on her. A lot of women hate to have conversations with you before you take them on a date. And it's not that they're worried about whether or not they're going to like you. They're worried about whether or not you're going to like them when you get to know them. Get to know her for who she is, beyond just what she looks like. Because sometimes that's the trick that gets you caught up. You're so caught up in how good she looks that you don't even take the time to get to know her as a person to see if you like her or not.
So men are now practicing financial celibacy. Yo, that's the funniest term I done heard going into 2026. That's a good way to end the year off, man. Financial celibacy. That's hilarious. Here's the thing though, right? You shouldn't, like, okay, let's just say I'm gonna hold off until I know she's for me. How you know she ain't just gonna wait? See, that's why I'm happy I'm from the Bay, bro. Because I seen this pimp culture. So it's like, I grew up dudes getting money out of women. So as I get older, it just don't really make sense for me to spend a lot of money on women, right? Or on dating. Because it's like, no matter how much money you spend, nigga, it's not about money. If she don't like you, she don't like you, bro. And niggas be trying to pay their way into a girl liking them, bro. Like, people be trying to like, oh, she's just playing hard to get. If you don't realize that hard to get shit is not, bro. Even when I was in high school, middle school, I didn't like that hard to get shit. I never played that game ever. I always went with the girl that liked me. So if you don't go with the person that likes you, you're gonna have to compensate. That's why you gotta bust your wallet open, bro. Like.
And I don't know how many times I've said this. I've said this on this panel, on this channel, a bunch of times. Because it's the nature of women. Women, the man that she likes don't have to do all that shit. That's like the cheat code to understanding how women move. The woman that likes you, you ain't got to do all that. You don't have to do all that when she like you. When she don't like you and she see an opportunity, because a lot of women are opportunists, she's going to take advantage of it. If you're going to sit there and just open your wallet freely to give to her, she going to take it. She's going to take until she can't take anymore. And when you decide, okay, enough is enough, then she going to move to the next, because she ain't trying to be with you like that. You know, now unless she's just selling it, unless she's like, look, this is what you want from me. You know, if she's like, hey, you want the cooch? Okay, this is how much it's gonna cost. If she's selling it, okay, then yeah. You pay the price, you get what you want, and you keep it moving till next time. But if she's trying to psych you out or play like a chameleon, like she like you and all that. No, she gonna start asking for things, and it's always the first test. Oh, when you meet them, they so nice and they look good and you attracted to her. And the test is I bet within a week of you knowing her, she gonna tell you, oh, something came up. I had a problem. I can't with my bill or with something like that. They're gonna always come up with an issue where they ask you for something. That's the test to see if you gonna give it to her. If you say, oh, I ain't got it or whatever, or I don't have right now, then on that, all right, okay, well, you sure you can't help me? And you're like, nah, I ain't got it right now, I can't help. Then she gonna be like, oh, all right, and she gonna click and she don't want to talk to you no more because she gonna be on the phone with her girlfriends calling you broke and all kind of names because she's thinking, oh, I can finesse this nigga. He like me, so I could get something out of him. If I can't get nothing out of him, then I don't even want to talk to him no more. I don't even want to talk. If she not interested sexually or physically attracted to you in a sexual way, or she don't like your conversation or nothing about you, she's not gonna want to sleep with you. She's not gonna do shit with you. She's gonna just be like, look, ooh, he look like he got some money. So let me see if I can get the money. If I can't get the money, then I gotta go try to finesse somebody else. A woman that likes you, you don't have to do all that. She's not looking at your wallet. She's not looking at your money to be like, oh, I'm gonna get some money out of him. She's looking at you because she's interested in you because she like you. When a woman is interested in you, she wants to get to know you for you. She want to know things about you and all that kind of stuff. She's not sitting up there thinking about your damn wallet because that's not her focus. So that's the difference between women who are focused on what you can give them and hell, if for the right price, she'll give you what you want. If you just want sex from her, she'll give it to you for the right amount. And if you even come out and say for these types of women, this is why, it's a game. Some of these men got the game on lock. They don't even have to say nothing. Why? Because these women are attracted to them. That's their type. If a woman is your type, you don't have to do all that. If you're not a type, then you really gotta come out that wallet. Grady Morrow Jr., thank you for the super chat. 8016 says, my daughter is the only woman in my life that can freely spend my money.
Oh my God.
Thank you for the super chat, Grady. I appreciate you. I appreciate you for the commentary and for being here. Yeah, it's crazy though. Yeah, but these women, a lot of these women are desperate. That's all I'm gonna say. A lot of them are desperate. They need their bills paid. So they be looking for whoever they can get to help them with their damn bills. Thank you once again, Grady. I appreciate you. Let's continue.
I'm not saying if we walk into a smoothie spot, okay, I'll get you a smoothie. But the next time, I'm gonna look. You feel me? And smoothie is the most I would do. I'm not paying for no meal, only drinks and coffees. That's the only thing I ever pay for is drinks and smoothies. Just that basic ground level of boom. Just because at heart I am a gentleman, right? But you gotta kill that shit. Because here's the thing too, right? A girl that spend money on you. So I like buying the coffee when she was already gonna pay, when she didn't ask, I'm like, let me get it. You know what I'm saying? You say, oh, that's her playing the game too. But here's the thing though, right, bro? It should always be an equal exchange of energy, vice versa. So whatever they own, give them the same energy that they give you. You over here trying to be thoughtful and all this shit. They're not thoughtful. They don't go if you die today.
Okay, so I just heard about men being financially celibate. And it's like, you don't have to announce anything, right? You could just do what you want to do and then give them the option of proceeding to move forward with you or not. I think it's just really...
Listen, I hate when I hear these types of videos. Oh, well, you don't have to announce. They can announce whatever the hell they want. Just like women announce what they want and cry and say what they want and come to the internet with all their issues and talk about everything in the world. Why this is how you know it's bothering a lot of these women. This is how you know it's hitting a nerve. Anytime you see videos where women are like saying, well, why do you have to come on here and announce? Because they can. Just like you can come on and say what you want. They can announce whatever the hell they want. Why? That irks my nerves because I'm just like, why y'all always trying to police what men want to say when y'all say everything y'all want? You think men want to see y'all sit up here snot crying about how y'all being lonely and single? You think men want to really see all that shit all the time and y'all only hear all the stuff that y'all put out? But you don't really hear them coming out. Well, why you have to announce it? Y'all announce everything. So why they can say whatever they want? We just like you. Y'all want equality and now you got it and you don't want it. Captain Caveman, thank you once again for the super chat. Says, if she likes you, she's not looking at your wallet, she's looking at your D print. Probably. Probably. Thank you, Captain Caveman. I appreciate you again. Thank you for the super chat, child. Man, let's continue.
Interesting because the problem that you men are not understanding is that you're not likable, you're not engaging. Going out with you is like... it's an unpleasant experience most of the time. You don't know how to engage in meaningful conversation. And that's cool. That's why they say most women, I think they said like 70 or 80% of women don't want to date. Like, yeah, sir, trust me, nobody's going out with you for free food. You guys have told yourself that for so long that you actually believe it's true. It's a waste of my time as an adult woman to go out with somebody that I'm not generally interested in for free food. Food, what? The bill's gonna be 70, 80 bucks? I would rather pay for, it's like a 50 thing. I'd rather pay for everything and be left alone. So if you feel like the weight of patriarchy is too heavy for you now that the economy is economying, like, yeah, you shouldn't be dating at all. Just like, you give it up. Like some of these men are saying, go patronize your local 304. It's less expensive. You don't have to do mental gymnastics. You don't have to make think pieces about it. You could have sex and move on. To say, oh, I'm going to be financially celibate, and like, sir, you look at the anger in your voice. You sound angry. You sound angry that now that men have made it their mission to be protectors and providers. When we hold you to that standard, it's a problem now because the economy's not good, or you're not making enough money to make that a viable option for you to date multiple women.
And women got to stop with that too. You act like the economy is just affecting men. When we've seen all these women get laid off on these shows, they act like nothing is bothering them, like nothing is phasing them, like people don't see what's happening. They act like they're oblivious to what's happening. Like, y'all get so much money, but y'all crying out here talking about y'all broke and the economy is bad and you can't afford food. But y'all make it, everything is the man's problem. Everything, men are suffering, but we see more women in a little bit out here crying and admitting that they're suffering, admitting that they're lonely, admitting that they're confused, admitting to all of the stuff that they're saying about the men. Everything y'all saying about the men is what y'all are clearly displaying on social media. And I don't think they think we could see them?
Oh my God.
Do they think we can see them, y'all? Do they think that the people are blind and can't see what they're doing? Because you're doing one thing and you're saying something else. Oh, there's a male loneliness epidemic, but all the women online crying about how they lonely and how they want their person and when it's going to happen and praying to Jesus for it and it's taking too long.
Oh my God.
Do y'all not realize that we could see y'all? We could see you say one thing. We could see what's really going on. Do y'all not realize we could see y'all crying, talking about how hard it is and struggling by yourself and you got to do it all? And there's no man in sight to help you and nobody can help you. Do y'all realize y'all are visible? Because you play your hand and then you go and act and say something differently to please, I guess, the Bonnie crew members, but y'all showing something else. And then turn around and say, oh, the men are the men. Everything that y'all are displaying, you saying the men got the problem with that. When y'all are, we can see you, we see you. Let's continue.
Leave us alone. That's it. Leave us alone. Okay, bye.
Financial celibacy. At first, I thought it was a joke, but it seems like the young men are practicing financial celibacy. And let me just say, because I graduated high school in 2012, so I am an old man compared to a lot of y'all. So if I mess up some of these details, just understand this is a long time ago. When I was dating out of high school into college, not a single young lady that I was dating, only one young lady that I dated after high school made me feel like I wasn't there financially. I will never forget, I was talking to this girl and I knew her in high school and she was like, this is just so crazy that you got your own apartment and car and like you're doing everything on your own. Like, this is like, she was like, I'm proud of you. It seems as if 18-year-olds today, like the standards are so much higher. I remember when she said to me, I was like, thank you. Like, I thought I was being normal, but thank you. I didn't even know that gave me any kind of like, good job, nigga. I was like, yeah. So I do want to say that y'all are living in a different world than I was living in. The shit they call the bare minimum these days was like amazing back in the day. And women have slowly inched up the standard of bare minimum, and y'all are trying to keep up with it. And this financial celibacy thing is bringing it back down to normal. Because we just saw the lady say she's celibate with her fiance and she let other guys hit. And that was because the other guys crossed her boundaries and
that's crazy.
This and that and the third. And her fiance gonna wait till marriage and this and that and blah, blah, blah. And there's a lot of different perspectives that people have from that, right? My perspective was, stop trying to make every guy before you sound like a rapist. you were a willing participant. Okay. And the same.
Right. And so what do y'all think about that? I covered that, I think, recently, or it'll be coming out soon. Or I don't know if it's out already, but this woman is allegedly engaged, and she's saying she's going to make him wait until marriage. And she said that's why she got a ring. But all the other dudes that you slept with, you know, they didn't have to wait. They didn't have to promise you or give you a promise ring. They didn't have to do anything. You just willingly gave it to them. And now the man that wants to commit to you, he got to wait. You would think, wouldn't you think that, oh, this man really likes you. He wants to be with you. He proposed to you. He wants to marry you. He's already proposed. He already is y'all planning a wedding. He solidified his love for you, and he want to marry you, and you gonna make him wait. You would think that you would just say, oh, hell no, you're not gonna wait. I'm gonna break you off. Come on, I'm gonna show you what I'm working with. What we work. Come on, let's do the damn thing. You would, because that's an honor that he wants to marry you. All the other men that you just gave your body to wasn't even thinking about that. They could care less. It was smashing and dashing, and you were just giving it to him left and right, thinking that somehow that's gonna make him want you more, and it just did the opposite. But now you got a man who is willing to be with you and want to do all this, and you saying no, I just think that don't make no sense to me. I'm just sorry. And if it's some religious reasons, because this is one they'll pull up on you too. This is one they'll end up saying, y'all hit the like button now. Please hit the like button. Hit the like button. Oh, now y'all wrong for this. Oh my God. Oh, y'all wrong for this. We got 147 people watching. Y'all 74 like, come on now. Come on. Hit the like button. Come on. What you doing? Y'all wrong for this. Hit the like button, y'all. But what I was saying, you get the guy who's going to commit to you and want to be with you and take you seriously, and you going to make him wait. You would think, you would think that they would honor him and be like, nah, come on. You committed to me. You want to be with me. You know what I mean? In spite of, and you here, okay, baby, let's get it going. Let's get it cracking. Like, why would you? I mean, oh, and I want to say, listen, they want to try to say, oh, well, I'm a born again Christian now. Oh, you know, my standards have changed, and now I'm a Christian, and I'm not doing anything until I get married. And you got 3 children and 3 baby daddies. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my God!
But now you're a Christian. You're born again. You're a born again virgin. You're a born again Christian. You're a born again virgin. Probably just a month ago, like you decided, oh, you want to become celibate, and now your standards are automatically high. God spoke to you, and God told you, oh, you need to be pure for your husband. What, you got 3 children and 3 baby daddies, but you got to be pure for your husband. So you meet the guy who might be interested in you and want to commit to you, but you tell him, oh no, I need to be pure for you, and God spoke to me, and I'm a Christian, and you know what I'm saying? I can't do anything until marriage. That's a bunch of BS too. That's another one they try to, lie to you and tell you they don't want to do it. No, when they know a month ago, Pookie, Ray Ray, Ronnie, Bobby, Ricky, and Mike was cracking her wide open, and she didn't have no problem with it. So it happens when you think you feel you're ready, and when you feel you're not, it's easy for you to go back and forth. 1 minute you're celibate, you meet the right dude that you're attracted to, you'll bust it open for him with no problem. But then the man who wants to commit to you and want to be with you, oh, you gotta wait. No, that means she's not physically attracted to you. That means she's not physically. Because if she's physically attracted, women are not. Listen. Sometimes women want to play like they're so strong and so staunch in their beliefs, and that you could easily break that down. They're not. A lot of times women, and I'm not saying every woman, because there's some women who stick to their values and their beliefs and their Christianity and all that, but usually those women are virgins, and we know we don't have a whole bunch of them. Usually they're like, no sex until marriage. I'm a virgin. I'm not doing nothing with you unless you my husband. Then they have the receipts to show they're real serious about that. But for a lot of these other women who like to claim they're born again and Jesus is on their side and all of that, no, they be lying to you. They're not attracted to you. Because she could be the biggest Christian ever and believe in God and praying every day. And if she attracts you, she will break it down and give you something. I'm just saying, especially if she like you. That's what I'm saying. Women will break their boundaries and their rules for the men that they like. If they don't want to, if they're not attracted to you and don't want to be with you, that's just what it is. She just don't want to tell you because she's trying to see what she can get out of you. Because they have no issue saying ew to dudes that they clearly don't want nothing from. Maybe he just look broke or he look dusty and he don't have nothing that he can offer, and she's not attracted to him. They have no problem looking over and saying, ew, he a dusty girl. Look at him. But if you look like you got something going on and she like you, she don't even care how much money you make, child. She'll compromise them values and them so-called boundaries in a heartbeat. So this is why you have to pay attention to that and what women say, because women are walking contradictions in many cases. And they'll say one thing and do another. And a lot of these men that they end up getting with know that. They know you can't trust what these women say, because they'll say all that and then you just be the right person. Just be the right person that she find attractive or whatever, and you'll see all of that goes, all those morals and boundaries go out the window. The next thing you know, she pregnant.
Oh my God.
You know? Whitney 9575, thank you for the super chat. Says off topic, but who does your makeup? Your makeup always look nice and natural. It's never overdone. Thank you, Whitney. I appreciate you. I do my makeup. I do it myself. Thank you. And I learned from YouTube. YouTube. I used to do makeup and hair videos and stuff like that. So yeah. Thank you, Whitney. I appreciate you. Yeah, but I do it myself. Thank you for being here. Thank you for the support. I appreciate you. Let's continue, y'all.
Same thing to the guys. Stop acting as if, 99% of y'all don't lead with your wallets a little bit and try to, entice women financially to stay around you. Just say, I was cutting up and I'm fixing this now. Because I feel like something like, for women, celibacy is what is gonna have to cause men to lock in. And financial celibacy is what's gonna have to cause a lot of women to lock in if what each side wants is a genuine connection. Sometimes I can't even comprehend what y'all be talking about, because I'm married now, but my whole life, it was just if a woman saw me and I saw her and we both thought each other was attractive, that was it. It was never all, bro, y'all be playing some weird games. I just always thought my whole life, from a kid till a grown man and being married, it was always, oh, you like me? You know what? I fucking like you too. What's happening? We'll figure out all the particulars as we go through life. Now it's it was really the women. I don't care what nobody say. Oh, nah, what can you give me, nigga? Cause I got all my own shit. And you just a dude who saw that she was pretty. That's it. Oh, I'm sorry, Shawty. I just thought you was pretty. I ain't need all that. What is my standards? Whoa, Shawty. I just thought you was pretty. I thought you thought I was handsome. I thought we was gonna figure it out. Fuck all that. That's really what happened. And so now what's gonna happen with a lot of guys is, when you're practicing financial celibacy, you're gonna realize that it's slim pickings out here. There's not that many women who want you for you. But when you find one that does, man, stay with her, man. Lock that thing down. Do what you gotta do.
Right, and I agree. I agree with him 100%. That's what I'm always preaching. Come on now, find a woman who wants you for you, because those particular women are not going to have these unrealistic standards. They're not going to have this unrealistic request for you and all of this money that you need to spend, and these 6 figures and all of these things that these women are asking for. They're not going to look at you for that. They're going to look at you for you. And this is where I think people go wrong, because you're looking for the wrong things. 5'5", like what Umar Johnson say, 5'5", thick in the thighs. You're looking at the wrong things. You're looking at those things that are aesthetically pleasing to you, and that's it. And then when you try to get to know the person, and then you start to hear what's coming out of their mouth and the things that they're saying, you realize, damn, this is not a fit. I ain't with her at all. This is not, I can't. You know what I mean? So this is why it's important to vet people for the right reasons. And hopefully you can find somebody that is attractive, but that's not the only thing that you are attracted to as it relates to the person, whether it be the man looking at the woman or the woman looking at the man. I think, you got to look at a person for who they are, the qualities that they have, the standards that they possess, what they're looking for. See if you guys are on the same page. Do you want kids? Do you want to be married? Do you want to build a life with a person? What are you looking for? And that has to be, you have to prioritize that and let that be known up front. What it is you're looking for in a relationship. Do you even want a relationship? What are you looking for? Because some of these women are just looking for sugar daddies, but they're not. But see, the thing is, the women who are out here looking for they're not going to tell you, I want a sugar daddy, I just want your money. No, they got to finesse you. They got to play a role. They got to make you think that they're interested, especially if you got something that they want. And then a lot of times men who are unassuming think, oh my God, she looks so damn good. She's a baddie. Damn. Some of these men have never come across real baddies and never really had a real, what is considered. Cause I don't play into that whole baddie BS. That's a bunch of gold diggers. But for men, if you've never been with a woman who looks aesthetically pleasing, like with all, the aesthetics that most men say they don't want. There are some men who look at that when it's in front of them and like, they might be a little, turned on. Who knows? Everybody's not the same. And they might be like, damn, I ain't never, seen one of these in real life. And you get excited and she trying to talk to you. No, she is trying to finesse you. She saw something that you had, maybe it was your car, or she know that you got some money and she trying to get some of it. That's it. And she knows she could use her looks and her body to entice men. And so that's the whole point of these women getting this BBLs and the bad B aesthetic is because they know they believe and they thought that at a point that this was going to attract men with money. That's why they get it. The same way they get all these degrees and go to school for a PhD and masters and all this, keep going. They never stop because you think that that's appealing to men. You think that's going to qualify you for the top tier man, the man with the money. If he knows she got a master's, ooh, son, she educated. Ooh, she got that PhD. Ooh, yeah, I want her. They really thought that that was appealing to most men, and that's going to make a man want them, the men with the money. And he's going to be like, oh, yeah, I want her, but simply because of that, not understanding that there are certain qualities that men look for in a woman, period. And the qualities that most men want, a lot of these modern women are not ready or willing to give. And I think that's what they're realizing. And now you see them taking the BBLs out. They're removing BBLs now because they realize, oh, this didn't give me what I wanted. Oh, men don't really like that. Now they're starting to take them out. You see more of these women start to remove that stuff, thinking that that's going to get them the man. But it's gonna be another issue there because it's not just the BBL, it's your mentality. The way you think, how you dress, the way you move, all of that you have to work on. You just can't take out the physical part, but you also got to deal with your inner part, your mentality, how you think, how you see things, how you view men, because there's been this skewed idea of what Black men are worth and or the lack thereof. There's just been this idea or this narrative that's been pushed out that Black men are at the bottom and Black men ain't worth this and they need to do this and they don't want to level up and they all types of things, they've said about Black men. But now, Black men, a lot of Black men are moving in a different way. And these women are confused, the way they act confused about that, as if they don't know why. Once again, that's mind-boggling to me that y'all don't know what's happening when you have been a major part of it. And so a lot of these women are just lost in the sauce, and they're gonna have to really wake up in more ways than one. And I think if you want to be outside and you just okay with screwing around and let men raw dog you and just having a good time, what you consider a good time on a daily basis, and you good, well, this is not going to affect you. You're going to just do what you want to do. But if you're looking for healthy, stable relationships, marriages, you want to build a stable, healthy, happy family, y'all gonna have to change their mentality, baby, because these men are not falling for that. Like I said before, men want women who are good mothers to mother their children. They want wives. They want stable homes. They don't want a bunch of chaos. Who wants that? I don't think anybody wants a bunch of chaos in their house and in their houses and their livelihood. You don't want to have to argue with chaotic people all the time who have bad understanding, always arguing about something, insecure about something. You always have to, you know what I'm saying, deal with that. Like, that's too much. People don't work hard in life to end up with that type of stuff. So, once again, the simple idea that men have standards is messing these women's heads up. They're like, wait a minute. And then if the men stop tricking, oh my God, they really gonna lose it.
Oh my God.
Like, damn, we can't even get our tricks to give us nothing. Oh my God, we really gonna have to work hard to take care of ourselves because the men don't want to do it. Like, no, y'all wanted equality. You got it. So be happy with it. Perception is reality 6769. Thank you for the super chat. Says, I hate to say it, I see dating life as a business. Now I'd rather invest in myself, stamping my passport. Exactly. You and a whole bunch of other men. Perception is reality. Yeah. That's what's happening. And a lot of men aren't focused on women because they're trying to focus on themselves. And women don't like that. Either you got to be gay or something wrong with you if you're focused on yourself. They're complaining about the men in the clubs focusing on each other, having fun with they bros and just out there having a good time and not focusing on the women because they know what the women are about. And they don't like that. Y'all supposed to decenter men and not care about a man, but y'all's worried about him every goddamn day.
Oh my God.
Wait a minute. What they doing? They like we minding our business, chilling, living our lives, stacking our cash, and we saving money because we ain't spending it on y'all. So I think the men are winning and the women are scared and confused. Like, what the hell? But if y'all was decentering men so much and you don't need them, y'all should be living y'all best life. You shouldn't be worried about them if you got it like that and you don't need them. But the problem is, and the gag is, they really don't, and they do need them. They just hate to accept it or acknowledge it or say it because the Bonnet Crew sisterhood of the traveling pants is gonna come for them, and they don't want that. Thank you once again for the super chat. I appreciate you. Let's continue.
Ladies, if a man says he's financially celibate, how would you take that? Because to me, off rip, it sounds funny, but the more you think about it, the more it makes sense. Because we all know in the dating world, a woman bases her worth for a man on how much he may really like her based off of sexual attraction. And a woman might go out with a guy and be like, you know what? I wonder if this guy really likes me, or does he just want to sleep with me? So she's not going to sleep with him at first, so she could try to gauge whether or not he really likes her or not. A man, his value is based off of his financial situation. So he could be like, you know what? Does this woman really like me? Is she jacking, or does she only like me for my money? Or is she only trying to go out on dates because she knows she's going to get a free dinner or drinks or whatever, but it's not going to go anywhere past that. So until I can figure that out, I'm financially celibate. But imagine that though. You're on like your third date and the man's like, yo, you know what? This is going really well. You're cool. I like you. But, I'm still a little bit uncomfortable. I'm still trying to figure out where this might go. So until then, I pay my half of the meal. You pay yours. Like, that does sound wild, but it does make sense. And again, just so we're clear, I don't condone this. I think if a man asks a woman out, he should be paying the bill. But as far as understanding, it does sound funny, but there is some truth to it, and it does hold a little bit of water. But what do y'all think? You feel me?
Yeah, I don't think it sounds funny. I think it makes a perfectly good sense. I really do. I think it makes perfectly good sense. If because for women who say they don't want to be a man to objectify them, they don't want a man, for women who say that men always playing games, you got to listen to what women say. And this is why I say women are walking contradictions, because you say one thing, but your actions show something completely different. So I think for women who have said men always objectify our bodies, and a lot of men are out here playing games and they don't take us seriously and they only want to sleep with us and then, make us think that they're interested. And then just once we give them the cooch, then he just walk away and then you're left holding the bag feeling weird about it because he didn't really like you. He just was trying to manipulate you and use you for your body. So these are the things that women have complained about for years, that men will play you just to get in your draws and then he go to the next girl. So if that's been a problem that women have been having for years, you would think this would be a great thing, that this would be a great alternative or a great option, because now, you know what I'm saying? If he's not really serious about you, then he ain't spending no money on you because he don't want to waste his time and he don't want to waste yours. If you're not really serious about him, you don't give him your body because you don't want to put your body out there and get a body count for somebody that just was, playing you, who's lying to you and manipulating you, telling you that he really likes you and all that just to get in your drawers and then he walk away. So I think this could be a win-win situation on both sides. If you're not expecting nothing from this person, then you shouldn't have a problem saying, oh, let's just go have a coffee date or let's go to lunch or something like that. And hey, I got mine. That's not expensive. Y'all got all this money and get to the bag, but you don't even want to buy lunch.
Oh my God.
And once again, most men will pay for a date that they choose. Most men pay anyway. So I don't think that's the real issue. I just think the women are the ones who are having these unrealistic ideas of what they believe or what society has told them a man should be providing just to date them. And that's just so wrong and it's out of order and it's not realistic. It's not. And so that's part of the problem. So you got to come back to reality. Ain't nobody trying to humble you. We just say, come back to reality. Take that that superficial fairy tale lens off, because it's not going to help you, because a lot of these men know their worth and their value just like y'all say y'all do. So y'all going to have to realize that what y'all doing is not going to work. Perception is reality 6769. Thank you for the super chat once again. Says, when I was dating full-time in the States as pro-black, I was spending $300 to $500 a month minimum, if even if scored with the sister would go off on me and ghost me after checking her on her behavior. Yeah, I mean, but see, that's what I'm saying. And thank you once again. Perception is reality. I appreciate you for the support. Yeah, because men are tired of spending their money on women who are just out here trying to, finesse them. Like, I don't think, even if you got it like that, even if you got the money and you don't mind spending it, at some point you might realize, say, you know what, I'm tired of doing this. These women, I'm just spending money. I'm just spending money on chicks who ain't really interested. They just want the money. They're not interested in me. They're just taking my money, and that's it. Now, I don't think, if you're smart with your finances, you don't want to just blow money on women who don't take you seriously. At some point, that starts to add up. It starts to add up. And if you really, value your coins, you're not going to keep doing that. I mean, at that point, you might as well go pay somebody a set price and get what you want and keep it moving. Because a lot of these women want you to spend an arm and a leg on them just to take them out. Some of them are even requiring deposits, if they're even serious about that. Because I think that's the stupidest thing ever. Thank you once again. Perception is reality. I appreciate you. I think that's so dumb to be requiring or requesting a deposit from a man just to take you on a date. And you want him to pay for the date too. So you want a deposit for you. That deposit should go toward the date. So you want him to give you money because it's taking your time and maybe resources from you, because you can't go trick with your other men to try to get your rent money paid. So you had to take time out your day from the other men you got tricking on you. And so that's why you want them to pay. Like, it's just too much. It's too much. And I just think, this is part of the problem. But if you ask women, they don't see that as a problem. Of course I do think, and I come from the old school, where if a man offered to take you out, the idea was always that he was going to pay. We automatically know that we already perceive that, hey, if you asking me out, then you paying. And typically that's what it was. The man would pay. So this is why I say I don't think men have a problem paying. It's just the unrealistic expectations that women have, that you expect certain things from these men, and then it's above and beyond what you should be expecting. Now, quite naturally, if he asks you out, you think, oh, he's paying. That's what I thought, and that's what happened. But I wasn't like, oh, I need this and I need that. Can you pay my rent? And can you do all that? For what? That's to me, that's just odd. For you to ask a stranger, you really don't know this person, to be asking somebody you don't really know to pay your bills and give you money like that. That was a no-no. That was not something as a lady, so maybe it's a difference between how women and ladies think. Because if you're thinking, oh, I'm trying to get this guy, you're respectable. To me, that's disrespectful to come out asking a man to pay your babysitter and your rent and your bill. I was like, the audacity, girl. Do you have any home training? Because that's what it's given. No home training in my mind. In my mind, I'm like, what in the world? When I first heard that, I was just shocked and stunned that you would feel comfortable doing that. Like, that's no home training, in my opinion. Because anybody with home training will understand that you don't go asking a stranger for money and bills when you just, like, that's a stranger. Like, you don't feel out of place, or you don't feel uncomfortable, or you don't feel wrong in doing that. And they don't. They have no shame in their game. They don't care because they don't care. They don't have no home training. They trying to finesse you, and they don't give a damn what you think. And they don't realize that that's a turnoff. And wonder why the men, go to the bathroom and don't ever come back. And be wondering why. Now you know. Quantum Solace 5864. Thank you for the super chat, and thank you so much for being here. It says, as brothers, don't get it twisted. We love looking at a Jackson Pollock, but we need more than a aesthetical, I hope I'm saying it right, frame to woo our interests. We value her inner essence and mentality more than a big butt and a smile. Thank you for the super chat, Quantum Solace. I appreciate it.
Oh my God.
And And so I think, yeah, men like a big butt and smile. They're just trying to screw. If that's it. If you just out here trying to just screw whatever, that's all you focus on. And that's part of the reason why a lot of women get it twisted. The same way they say, "Oh, yeah, I could get a man," or it's never given. Well, how they say it ain't never gave. I can't get a man, baby, because I have all the men in my DMs. Yeah, because you showing TNA on your socials. You got on skin tight clothes showing your every curve and every nook and cranny and every crack on your body. So yeah, you got them all in there because all they doing is looking at your body and staring it down. Some are probably even jacking off to it. I'm just saying. There's some people on here, I mean, some crazies that probably be doing that. But I mean, it's a natural thing. You see, something that turn you on, and I wouldn't be surprised. But that's what they're doing. They're visualizing you naked, and you probably already halfway there. They're like, ooh, they're thinking about what they would do to you if they had the chance. They're not looking at you saying, oh, I want to make her my wife. Oh, she seems like wifey material. Oh my God, I want to build a life and a family with her. I want to protect and provide for her. No, he want to push and, hump on you. I'm pretty sure you want to show that big butt. Yeah, he want to smash that big butt. He want to, do whatever, hump, bump, and grind on you. That's what he thinking about. He ain't thinking about nothing long term. He ain't thinking about, real solid relationship. Oh, I want to do, really have a life. No, they thinking what I could do to that big butt you got. How I could knock that BBL in. How I could, that's what they thinking. And that's it. So yeah, you got a bunch of them in there because of what you're promoting. You're promoting sex. If you're promoting sex, don't be surprised that the men are following it. That's it. And then when you go out in the real world, you wonder why. This is why these men look at your social media posts. They look at what you're posting. What are you selling? What are you selling? Because if you're selling something, you're not only just selling it to me, you're selling it to a bunch of niggas. I'm just saying. And so why would a man look at you and take you seriously? Because you're promoting TNA to all the men on here. So you're looking to get attention from all these men. Men don't like that. They don't like women who are promoting themselves to a whole bunch of other men. No, they want to know that you're interested in them and that you're, exclusive to him. So, but this is part of the reason, in my opinion, why a lot of women don't get what they want, what they eventually end up wanting, because a lot of them out here just hoeing themselves out and they love it. But then when they get to a certain age, now they want commitment and stability, and you want, a man to be all up in your grill. And he's like, why? Why should I be the one all up in your grill? And then I got to pay all the bills, and you want the most out of me when you've been bumping it and grinding and busting it open, busting it down for all the years prior to me. And you've been getting all this attention from these niggas, and you've been doing everything that you want. And now I got to be the damn Superman of the world? Hell no. When I could just go out here and be single and live my best life and keep my money and find a woman who actually has some qualities that I want in a relationship. So no, that means you got some sense, That means men are smarter than a lot of these women. Captain Caveman, thank you for the super chat once again. Says, wait, what? Repeat that? What did I say? I don't know what I be saying, y'all. It just be coming out. I don't know what you want me to repeat. Thank you, Captain Caveman. Child, I'm just saying. It just be a hot damn mess. And I'm just saying, for the women who think like that, oh, my cooch is so great, and oh my God, I look so good. Oh my God, these men ain't never met a bad like me. Yeah, some of them have, and they just don't want you. And then that's why they wonder around, why is it that the girls, the girls with the bust down, it's that bust down wig and weave is all the rage, I guess. Hell, I ain't know a bust down middle part was gonna be so popular. Bust down, I'm gonna have to wear me one. I'm gonna have to put me on a bust down middle part because it's so popular. You gotta have a bust down middle part wig, long nails, colorful, BBL, small waist. It's the same, big teeth. Everybody look the same. You could put them all on the assembly line and you couldn't tell them apart. Everybody got the big teeth in their mouth. Everybody got the BBL. Everybody got the bust down middle part wig. Everybody got the same makeup, the big lips injected, the cheekbones, they putting fillers in their eyes and all kinds of stuff. Everybody looked the same. Everybody looked the same. All of them look exactly the same. And so, yeah, they see you every day. But they see what comes with you too. They see your BBL, they see it all, and they see your expectations that are through the roof. Like, come on. And if you take off that BBL, that wig, all that stuff, they won't even know. You might look like Roger.
Oh my God.
You're no longer Regina. You turn into Roger. Because that's what's really be happening out here. A lot of these women be completely bald under these wigs. They have skin dermatitis, scalp issues. You see when they take that wig off, they got a whole demarcation of scalp missing. I mean, it's discolored, infected, look like Roger is what I'm saying. So this is why once you get to that point, you got to keep that going. Because Lord forbid, if a man see you without it, he going to really, want to rethink his decision. And so this is why these men be saying, hey, natural, I get it. They want to see what you naturally look like because they don't want to be hoodwinked into somebody that's supposed to be Regina and then end up being Roger because they may not be attracted to that. So once again, this is partly why a lot of these men just want to hit it and quit it. Like, this is a smash grab. I ain't trying to be with you, Roger. Roger, you look like Regina, babe. I don't give a damn. You got that fat booty. And look, I'll bust it down and then I'm gonna keep it moving. I don't see you as my wife. You're not somebody I want to have children with and be with, Hell. Just saying, Jack got a cough. I'm lost.
Oh my God.
Thank you, Captain K-Man. Hell. Don't make no sense. I don't know how you say Zook. I hope I'm saying it right. Thank you for the super chat. It says, hands down, men will win in the end. Probably. And it's not like I want one to win or the other. I wish we could all work together. But once again, in my opinion, the women are going to have to make the most changes because they've made the most changes. So now they're going to have to make the most changes to correct it. In my opinion, just my little opinion. Mauricio 91, thank you for the super chat, says, not the line of demarcation. It is. I don't know if y'all have seen it. These ladies take them wigs, not everybody now, but you wear them lace wigs with that glue. When they take that off, the hairline is, first off, there's no hairline. It's gone. And there's a line of demarcation at the top of the head from where they put the glue with the wigs, and it is bald and it's discolored and it's a mess. No hair. It's just bad. It's gone. You can't get that back. So when they take the wig off, they're completely bald and they just look like they have it could be traction alopecia, or you just look like you got a receding hairline, like a balding receding hairline that a man would get. That's what they look like. Half their head is missing from them damn wigs. Too much. Those wigs were never meant for you to wear every single day. Though a lot of those wigs were for like show pieces, theater, like stuff like that. Theater, wigs for the theater and you know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. Shows and all that. It wasn't meant for you to make it as if it's your hair. You're not supposed to wear it every single day. That's why they have a lot of problems. That's why most specifically black women, because everybody wears some type of wig, something. Every race of woman, a lot of women wear that. So it's not just exclusive to black women, but black women wear the lace wigs more than ever. And the glue, and it's just taking the whole top of their hair off. And so it's a problem. You know what I'm saying? But DeeDeesReactions music writer, I hope I'm saying that right. I'm here with my popcorn and what is it, Guinness on this Friday night. DD, keep it real, no cap. I hope I read that right. Thank you for the super chat. I appreciate you. And thank you so much for being here. But yeah, it's just crazy though. But this is why I said, and I've been saying this too, before all of this unfolded, I was saying a lot of the women are going to have to make the majority of the changes. Am I saying that men are perfect? Hell no. Because there are a lot of men that come on my panels and my comments, and I know that none of us are perfect. And they, all these men don't agree with me. And I think that's great. We're not supposed to. But a lot of them, and I will say, in some of these comments, we having simpish behavior, and the men who came on my panels, a lot of them admitted that they had been there at one point in their life, and I get it. It's a human thing. But there's still some out here who just want to cater to these women, even though they don't get the best experiences out of them. So they still trying to think that that's going to get them a bad beat. All right, do your thing. That's you. That's your life. Live it how you want to. I don't care. I don't have a problem with it either. And I think that's why I always be saying, listen, people have to respect other people's opinions and other people's lives. I have an opinion, but that shouldn't affect your life and what you want to do, because at the end of the day, I don't give a damn what you choose to do with your life, because that's your life. I don't know you like that. So, and I make that very clear, and I make no bones about it. I don't give a damn what you do with your life, but I can have an opinion on it. I'm just saying, I'm keeping it real. I can have an opinion on it, and you don't have to like it, but it shouldn't determine what you choose to do, because at the end of the day, you got to go live your life. When we get off these social media streets, everybody go back to their respective or whatever you want to say lives, and everybody is grown. You could choose to do what you want, and I'm like, I love it. Whatever you choose, I may not agree, but my opinion should not sway what you choose to do in your life whatsoever. You could agree with my opinion, or you don't have to. Your life, you still gonna do what you want to do, and your life still gonna go on until it's done. And I respect it. But people don't, people be having a hard down, crash out, mad, fight with themselves based off somebody else's opinions. Like, that just don't make no sense to me. Do you? I may not agree with it, but do you? If that's what you want to do. Because if somebody could just sway the way you choose to do something so easily, is that really what you want to do? If it's you're easily swayed like that, you're really not sure about what you're doing your goddamn self. But even at that, that's your life. You got to live your life. We all got to live our lives and be happy or comfortable or whatever within our choices. But oftentimes we see a lot of people try to force a narrative on others. I ain't trying to force a goddamn thing on nobody. Do what you want. I'm just giving my little opinion. That's it. Okay? What I see, what I think, and that's it. You can take it with a grain of salt. Because at the end of the day, people going to live their life how they want. And I'm not mad at your choices. You know what I'm saying? I'm really not. Jamil, 843, thank you for the super chat, says the glue has fried their brains. LOL. And it's taking the hair out. It's not only frying their brains, it's they're balding. You're bald all across the top of your head. So now you have to wear that. You can't take it off now. And they skin and scalp be messed up, and they be still putting that glue on it, baby. They gonna have a problem. You have to slice half of their head off and reconfigure it or something. The wigs is really doing something for real. Thank you, Jamil. I appreciate you. JSU Tiger 07 says, go home, Roger. I know you. Wait, go home, Roger. What did it say? I what? Cause y'all, I don't be knowing. Look, thank you, JSU Tiger. What does that mean? What does it mean? IYKYK. I don't know what that means. Tell me. Cause I can't keep up. Thank you, JSU Tiger 07. I appreciate you. That's crazy. Jamil says that's why I only go to the natural queens. I understand. I get it. Jamil, look, do you find a natural queen, a natural queen that, combs her hair? Because, they got the ones out here who be saying, here you go, nigga. It's natural. And it just hair sticking all over her head. She ain't even combing it. Because they assume natural means unkempt. Like, don't comb your hair because you natural. Like, so make sure it ain't those ones like that who think natural means I just got to leave it. Don't comb it, don't moisturize, don't do nothing. Just come out, wake up. I'm a natural, take it. That's what they thinking y'all want. Thank you, Jamil. I appreciate you once again. Yeah, so they thinking natural means you just get up and head out, don't do nothing. East Coast Kev, thank you for the super chat, says, if you think Valentine's Day was a crash out this year, wait until next year when they realize February 14th is on Super Bowl Sunday. Ooh. It ain't gonna matter, East Coast Kev, because ain't nobody giving them they ain't getting no Valentine's as it is. They gonna have to go hang with their girlfriends and make it a date. I mean, the way they going, ain't nobody checking for them anyway. Because I mean, they're gonna just be pissed. They're gonna have to go do what you've been doing, go and buy your own Valentine's and make it act a surprise, like, oh, this is what you got, because that's what they're doing. And then when you talk about delusional, baby, the delusion is real. They out here buying their own wedding rings, having their own weddings. They're buying their own Valentine's. They're buying their own shit, and out here acting like they surprised. that they got it. Like they psyching themselves out, buying candy and flowers and cards, and then turn around saying, "Oh, I got candy and flowers and cards." I said, "This is the craziest shit I've ever seen. Like, what the hell is going on?" There's some crazy ones out here. All of them aren't, but there's some crazy ones out here who are literally giving themselves gifts and then pretending like they surprised. Like a man gave it to a surprise. I say, baby, you can't make this up. Thank you, East Coast Scam. You cannot make it up, y'all. It's the craziest thing I've ever seen. For real. It's delusional for real. For real. I wasn't expecting all of that, but it's really delulu. Quantum Solid is 5864. Thank you for the super chat. Says Dee. The government in China just got rid of the aesthetic filters. Right. These women are using to catfish men. These women are crying a river now. Ladies in the States expect the same thing to happen.
Oh my God.
It is what it is. Listen, I ain't gonna lie. I like a little filter here and there, you know, because we just do. We're women. We like to try to look as smooth and best we can. But guess what? When the filter is gone, guess what? It is what it is. I ain't mad at it. I ain't gonna be mad. Some of these people ain't gonna be able to do videos. I'm just saying, and especially on TikTok. Thank you, Quantum Solace. They ain't gonna be able to do videos on TikTok because their face been so blurred out and so smooth, and it changed how you look completely. They ain't gonna be able to come on camera because you ain't gonna even recognize them. They're gonna look like a totally different person. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they be using filters that make you look completely different. So, you know, it is what they ain't gonna be mad. They ain't gonna know what to do. They ain't gonna be able to do nothing. You ain't gonna be able to come on camera because you're gonna be scared of your own face. If you scared of your face, what do you think everybody else is supposed to do with that? I'm just saying, Lord. I'm just saying. Jamil 843 says Galentine's is for loser women.
Oh my God.
They'll want to beat you up for saying that too, Jamil. They'll want to beat you up for saying that. But thank you for the super chat. Yeah, I mean, it's just crazy. What's going on, Trey? Trey says gay men have Valentine's. Straight men don't celebrate Valentine's. Tell the truth. What is Valentine's? The men for Valentine's? Oh my God.
Oh my God.
All right, y'all. We're gonna move on. Make sure you guys are hitting the like button. Hit the like button, y'all. Hit the like button. Please hit the like button, y'all. Hit the like button. Let's move on. I want to move on to this next video. Now, this is an actual I haven't done a Kendra G video in a minute, but this is a Kendra G one that just, you know, once again blew my mind. I'm like, child, what are you thinking? But I want to play this one. Make sure you get ready to leave your thoughts in the chat, y'all. Let me know what y'all think of this, because trust me, it's just getting more and more delusional as we speak. Let's get into it. Here we go.
Kimberly, where you calling it from?
So I'm about 30 miles west of Houston. So I'm in a little place called Katy, Texas.
Katy, Texas, over there in Houston. Okay. And it say you 48. You 48?
I'm 48.
48 from Katy.
She
All right.
48. Okay.
Get it, Houston. And what's your
Does she look older than 48, y'all? I don't know. She give me she give me like 58 vibes. I don't know. Anyway, let's continue.
sign?
I'm a Leo.
Leo gang. Leo gang. The pictures are fire. I saw the profile beforehand. I'm like, yo, the pictures is dope. Okay. Let's not overdo it, y'all. But nah, the fire. What do you do for a living there, Kimberly?
I'm an attorney.
Okay. All right. Hold on now. Attorney at law. You got a billboard and stuff out there in Katy.
Absolutely not. I don't litigate anymore.
Okay. All right. Cool. All right. You have any children?
I do. I have 5.
Come on now with the basketball team. How old are your youngins?
My oldest is 23.
Okay.
She's in the Army. 21-year-old who's in between colleges. And I have a 13-year-old, 12-year-old, and a 7-year-old.
Kimberly while I'm playing around. Well, Kimberly while I'm playing around. Okay. All right. Bet. How many, like, what's the boy girl situation with the 23, 21, 13, 12, 7?
Yeah, so 2 girls and 3 boys in that order. So the girls are the oldest and the boys are the youngest. I call them Group A and Group B.
Do they have 2 different dads?
No, they don't. They all have the same dad. I was married for 21 years. What? What is that? Look. You look up to the right and back down. What is going on?
Why you not with him? Why y'all not together?
It was just, I think it was time, right? I'm not certain that all relationships.
Girl, what you mean time?
Oh my God.
When you get married, what you mean it was time to divorce? So marriage is not till death do you part. It's for when it's time. There's a time frame when you're supposed to divorce. Am I missing something? So at some point you're supposed to say, "Oh, these vows that I took with this person till death do sickness and health, better or worse, ups and downs, good or bad, through it all, we vowed to stay before God and all His saints and everybody else. We vowed to stay together and work through it, but it don't say till it's time. So that means when you wake up one day and turn over and say, I could do better. This marriage does not serve me anymore, and I'm out. Get your shit and go. I'm out.
Oh my
I need to
God.
find better. Is that's what that means? Oh, till it's time, till you get tired. It don't say that till you get tired, till you feel like it don't serve you anymore, and you just walk because you could do better. 5 kids, 48, all damn, they're 50. Or probably, who knows? Because anyway, I ain't gonna go there. But and now, and a 7-year-old, youngins. You would think all the kids would be grown. So y'all was bumping and grinding and making children. And all of a sudden now it's time. It's time. It's run its course. I gotta move on and go find me a better man. That's what they're thinking. Oh, I'm gonna move on. The grass is green on this side. It's got to be. I can go get me a millionaire at 50 years old with 5 kids by my husband. I just walked away because he no longer served me no more. I don't out. I'm out earning him, and I'm just better than him. So I gotta go find me a man that's equally on my level. That's the same narrative, the same old narrative. And then I find that what man in his right mind, go. You know what I'm saying? Like, Jamil says, senior citizen, baby.
Oh my God.
There's nothing wrong with being a senior citizen, Jamil, but senior citizen out here trying to date. And one who want a millionaire, not a man that's an equal senior citizen to you. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. Thank you, Jamil. I appreciate you. Child, let's continue.
Relationships are meant to be, until eternity. You start out that way, but doesn't necessarily end up that way. So
We got more staying power in our culture, man. I'm sure y'all made, and that's not a shot at you, okay? But geez, 5. Y'all got 5. I got
I
5
know
on it. How long you was So 21 years. How long ago you got divorced?
that 4 years,
4 years.
4 years ago. Hmm.
Dang, that saddens me a little bit. I ain't gonna front. Like, jeez.
Me at
What's going on, Brienne? Hey, Brienne, how are you? Says no, Dee. Those are the vows we traditional people took. They don't do vows like that at modern way. Oh, shut up.
Oh my God.
Okay, you're right. You're absolutely right. You're right, because there is a difference. Right. Exactly. That's why I'm like, hey, this is an old school mentality. This modern woman society, you right, Brienne. They think it's totally different. It's like, oh, when it doesn't serve me, the modern women feel like, oh, I'm supposed to leave. You're like, you are absolutely right. Child, this is crazy. Let's continue.
all, because again, when you force something, it's not healthy for
Nah,
anybody,
that's
right?
true.
For anybody,
Did y'all do
yeah.
like marriage counseling
Hey, Marina, how are you? Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you.
and all that?
Absolutely. We did 3 rounds. When I say 3 rounds, 3 different
I
therapists
did the same thing.
for multiple.
Yeah, I did 3
Yeah.
different therapists, 3 different marriage counselors before I called it. I don't know, it was like 3 was the number of completion. I was like, oh, I've completed my
I,
attempts here.
I tried really hard. I actually, kind of was, having a little tussle with the Lord about that whole situation because I just prayed for staying power. So and my question to God was, what happens when I get tired? What happens when I get tired? And I eventually got tired, and yeah,
Dang, it was
I
on
was
the
done.
decline after the 7-year-old, though.
Probably
That's
before
understood.
the baby. Under the impression, once you get married, you stay married, work it out.
Okay.
I think that's a kind of nod to my Christian
Right.
upbringing. But again,
Yeah. Okay.
you can't stay at
Fair
that
enough.
point.
Fair enough. I appreciate you for like furthering that discussion and entertaining that, But I
Listen, and look, marriage is work. I always say that marriage is work. Relationships are work. Life is work. Everything is work. If you're trying to accomplish anything in life, whether you're single, married, have kids, whatever, it's all work. But I just a lot of these modern women understand working for themselves. They understand going out and getting jobs and going to college for themselves, but they can't fathom the idea of working with a man. I don't understand that. Which I don't understand that. But they understand the work ethic that it takes to go in and get these businesses and get to the bag and all that by themselves. But you don't understand the concept of working with somebody. And so either way you choose to go, you're gonna have to work. Period. If you're not a bum, a real bum, that's not doing anything. Hell, even bums work. Hell, whether it's questionable whether some of them are bums because they be having cars and everything. But anyway, they be out there with their signs looking like a bum. So I'm gonna assume they're bum because they got the outfit on and they begging for money all day. They be out there all day to nighttime, every single day in the same spot, panhandling, getting that money. So that now they say a lot of these homeless people make about $80,000 a year. Could you imagine? A bum on the streets is actually not a bum. They're making $70,000 to $80,000 a year out there panhandling. If they know they putting in the work. They don't want a traditional job. But they out there begging on the streets all day. You could go to the. I recall going to the grocery store, coming back. I see them out there. I do some other errands, come back. They're still out there till nighttime. Like they don't stop. They're putting in the work, begging. That's their new job, and they say that a lot of them making about 70 or 80,000. Some of them. So they understand that too. But modern women think, oh, I gotta work, I gotta take care of myself. But when I get a man, I gotta stop. Oh, he don't need the support because he's a man. He's a bionic. That he's a man. He's a bionic man. He don't need no help. He can do it all by himself. When y'all are the ones who claim y'all can do it all by yourself and y'all don't need a man, but then when you get a man, you just forego, you just stop. Like, oh, I don't have to pay nothing. I don't do nothing. That's insane. You would think you would be the one who is willing to pay something because you can contribute, that you will want to, because like I said, y'all couldn't work back in the day, you can have bank accounts, but now you're fortunate enough to have bank accounts and do things. You would think you would want to help your man out. Even if he didn't want the help, even if he didn't need it, you would want to contribute. Because either one way or another, if you're financially stable as a woman, you can still contribute to make y'all lives even better. But they don't even want to do that. Pharaoh, what's going on, Pharaoh? Says Respucia on her divorce.
Oh my God.
And thank you for being a member, Pharaoh, for 28 months. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for that, Pharaoh. Baby, let's continue.
I mean, I respect it. You know your situation much better than all of us. Okay. So I appreciate that. Hey, do you mind being on social media?
I do
All
not.
right, cool. We about to get into it. So
Hold on before we get into it. Mauricio, thank you for the super chat. Says, I can appreciate a woman who can admit she effed up her last relationship. I don't date, but I won't date her, but I appreciate it. LOL. Got it. Thank you, Mauricio. Once again, I appreciate you. Kappa Caveman says, she even fighting with the Lord Jesus. Take the wheel. Child. Thank you, Captain K-Van. I appreciate you. Yeah, fighting. I mean, look, if you really had a conversation with a lot of these women who walked away, and I bet she left because she said it was time. So if you really talk to a lot of these women, I'm not saying every case is the same, but if you talk to a lot of them, you realize that they're divorcing just because of their feelings. The same way with Tia Mowry. Tia Mowry, there was no abuse or no infidelity or any of that there. She just felt like it was time for her to go. She wanted something better and she walked away. Didn't think about the consequences, didn't think about the kids. I mean, I'm assuming because she didn't think too hard about it, how this is going to affect them in the long run. And, whether she would be, because they still want love. They just don't want to go through the rough patches with the love that they already have, the person that they already have. You don't want to go through the ups and downs with that. You want things your way, not understanding that person there is there for a reason. They love you. They're there for a reason. And you think that you're going to walk away from that and go find a love that's even greater, that's better. And usually when women do that, they have a hard time finding it. What I wouldn't say it's impossible, because I've seen couples who have remarried after being divorced, and they're doing just fine. So, but it's not probably the most you know what I mean? It's not as popular. You know what I mean? There are a lot of women who walk away from their husbands and they're still single in their 50s. And the husband usually remarries. The men have an easier time getting married than the women do. That's what I've seen. And so I just think you have to really weigh your options and understand that, listen, nothing's perfect. Y'all walk away from men who are probably good men, but y'all had some obstacles in the road and you don't want to work through it. You're just so tired. And then when you go out here after that, you still going to be tired. You still going to be trying to look for somebody to be perfect, and you ain't going to find it. You just keep running more into dudes who not taking you seriously. And then you're going to realize you had the best thing you was going to get. And by the time you realize that, child, it's too late. Ain't nobody checking for you. Then you're a senior citizen and it's a wrap. Ain't nobody looking for you then. So, I mean, yeah, it's unfortunate though. It really is. It really is. Jamil 843 says, where Kendra at? This dude corny, child. Kendra be having gigs and stuff to do, and so that he's a fill-in. You're not feeling him, Jamil? Thank you for the super chat. Oh my God. Let's continue.
Tell us what type of man that you looking for there, Kimberly.
The audio is a bit off. I don't know why it's been happening.
Someone who is essentially in tune with themselves. They know what they want, established in their career, has time to spend on a relationship, is consistent, loving, caring, and funny. Because I think I'm pretty funny myself.
Hey, there we go. Come on, y'all. Just do the wrap up real quick. This is Kimberly from Katy, Texas, close to Houston, 48. She a Leo. Shout out Leo gang. Attorney with 5 children, 7, 12, 13, 21, 23 from the same man. She was married for 21 years. She been divorced for 4 years. All right. She looking for a man that's everything she just mentioned, okay? And she is a funny person herself, so she want him to be able to crack a joke or two.
Trey, now you wrong for that. He said funny looking. Oh my God. Oh my God. Captain K-Man says, number one reason for divorce is getting married today. Oh, Jesus, Lord. That's crazy. Thank you, Captain K-Man. I appreciate you. Quantum Solace, thank you for the super chat. Says, the modern women have no integrity or loyalty. They have no sense of duty nor obligation to covenant. Right. Yes, they use TMH, Yah, as a scapegoat for their own iniquities, of self. Their excuses are lame. I agree. Yeah, but there are a lot of women who claim to be Christians and all that, and then don't live nowhere near or any way, shape, or form of what the Bible is saying. They just say it as a talking point, but they're not really serious about it. Yeah, they're not loyal. They don't have an integrity. They don't understand any of that, quantum solace. They don't understand what that means, nor do they care. And that's the problem. But you want men to hold you with the utmost regard and respect and everything. Money, you just want a man to just cater to and give you the world. But you have no clue of what you need to be for that man. And I say it all the time. What you want, gotta want you. You can want what you want all day, but it doesn't mean that you qualify for it. So that means you may not get it. So that's the part they don't like, because they really have, they really bought into this idea that, they're prizes, that they're the prize. And they think the men should be chasing and running down the prize. But if men chasing and running down the prize, all they're going to end up is with lace wigs on the ground, nails on the ground, big, teeth, falling out, bald heads from the wigs. It's just, you're going to end up running behind something you really don't want. Thank you, Quantum Science. I appreciate you once again. Jamil, once again, thank you for the super chat. Says, speaking of homeless people, shout out to the lady that steals packs of chicken steaks out of the store.
Oh my God.
Wait, what the hell you got going? Yeah, you know what? Y'all gotta learn to keep some shit to yourself. She watching this, Jamil? Oh no, she homeless. Lord, y'all the crazy as hell. You see? So you thinking about it. So you got this lady stealing packs of chicken steaks out the store for you. Or she just do it for you? Would you give her a few dollars? Lord have mercy.
Oh my
A
God.
mess, a mess, a mess. Yes, indeed. Y'all are a hot mess, baby. I can't. Damn. Oh my God. Every now and again, y'all are giving with something. That's just crazy. Jamil, don't tell nobody that story no more. Keep that to yourself, baby. Don't tell nobody else. Let her just keep doing it. Don't out her like that. Don't do it. Don't do it. Grand, what is that? Grand Inquisitor. Thank you for the super chat or super sticker. I appreciate you. Grand Inquisitor. I think that's how you pronounce that, child. Y'all a hot mess. Marine Mustang, thank you for the super chat. 1775 says, if I hear her say, I am the table, I'm going to lose my damn mind. Right. I'm so tired of that. It's yeah, and it always be the big ones saying that they're the table. We're like, no, you big as a table. Hell, that's why you think that. Thank you, Marine Mustang. I appreciate you. Farrell, thank you for the super chat. Farrell says, brothers, just invest in the women's draws overseas.
Oh my God.
Thank you, Farrell. A hot mess. Thank you for the super chat. I appreciate you, though. Jamil says, time's hard, Miss DeeDee.
Oh my God.
Oh my God, shit. You know what? You ain't lying, though. Shit, when you think groceries, Lord have mercy. Every time we go to the store, every time I want something, it's $200. It's like, Jesus Christ. A little bit of stuff be expensive as hell. So hell, shit. I get what you're saying, though. Shoot, you ain't lying. Baby. Thank you, Jamil. I appreciate you. Oh, Lord have mercy. Let's continue. Y'all are
All
mad.
right. What about deal breakers?
Deal breakers are the opposite of those things, right? Someone who does not know himself, someone who's not established, someone who doesn't know how to communicate, someone who's, just not a good, clean person. Those not family oriented. And I don't mean like my children. I mean like hanging out around family, because I have a pretty large family. A couple of years ago, I went on a cruise and it was 21 of us, right?
All right. Sound like a good time.
They're my cousins, their children, their spouses, and we just have a good time together. So I know one that's going to, not shy away from family gatherings and all the fun, that we have.
Okay. All right. Does he need to look a certain way?
Absolutely. He
How
needs
you need
to,
to,
he needs to make it make sense.
he need to make it make sense? Okay. What is
I mean, if you click my profile and you see the pictures, they are an accurate representation of me. I can't have someone that doesn't compliment me. So if you let
So does he have to be slim? Does he have to be in shape, fit, slim? I mean, just wondering. Grand Inquisitor, we're in the escort area of modern dating women. We are. Thank you for the super chat. I mean, that's a fact. That's what it is. A trick and hole type of situation, child. Thank you, Grand Inquisitor. For the super chat, Jamil says someone had to pick up the slack from the EBT girl I had. Oh shit, I forgot about you, the EBT person. Oh my God. Okay, I get it now. I think I get it now, Jamil. Thank you. Thank you once again for the super chat, Jamil. 843. Okay, yeah. EBT. Okay, yeah. I get it now. Oh Lord. Captain Caveman says, inbox me, brother. I can use some scrimps. Everybody gonna be inboxing you now. Hell, shit. Food is high though. I ain't gonna lie, boy. And we got a lot of child. A lot of but they contribute too. You want to eat some stuff, you want some special food, you gotta go buy it, child. It's expensive. Thank you, Captain Caveman. I appreciate you. Let's continue. She said this lady said the man gotta make it make sense. So what that mean? He see her profile. No, we see you now. We looking at not your profile. Because we know profile pictures and all that can be altered. No, we see you in front of us. So this is what he gonna be getting right here. So this is what we focus on. Damian Cross, 20. Thank you for the super chat. Says she didn't just say that shaking my head. Yes, she did. Oh, yes, she did. She said, make it make sense. Now we could look at her and say the same thing. You know what I'm saying? Not now I ain't trying to be mean, Miss Ma'am. I'm just saying, just be open and honest about it. Make it what makes sense. Just saying. Thank you, Damien. I appreciate you. Let's continue.
Look at a mess. Absolutely not.
Okay.
That was one of my jokes.
Okay. I
But I'm
forced laughed. Okay. That wasn't because of you. No, just myself. Just myself. Okay. She got a little joking jokes. All right. You got a preferred dating age range?
I do. Anywhere from 43 to 49.
Okay.
If the person has very good health, takes care of themselves without me having to do it, I'll move it up to 50, right? Aside from
Come
that,
on now.
no.
55 ain't that bad.
That's fine. That's for someone else. That's not for me.
55. You 48. That's like
I,
right there.
I get it. We can, if somebody else can bargain, and make a deal, but I'm not doing it.
Okay. All right. Bet.
I draw,
And you said 43.
yeah, 43 to 49.
Okay. All right. Bet. How old is your ex-husband?
He will be 62 next month.
See, that's what it is.
Mm.
That's what it is. How you
So what you
go?
pointing at me?
How you was married to the dude for over 2 decades, but another guy around the same age?
That's true. I can't do it. That was my fault. I lied. I agree. I agree with your finger pointing, but I'm not doing it anymore. See, you have to learn from you when you know better, right?
Okay, all right, fair enough. Okay, does it?
Yeah, but she should have learned a long time ago. Now you're gonna be at a deficit. You're not going. It's gonna be very difficult in this dating market to find a younger guy to want to be with you. I'm just saying because they have expectations too. Let's continue though.
You make a certain amount of money.
Absolutely. He needs to make at least what I make or more. And it's just because I've learned the lesson, right? I will no longer date outside of my education, right? Because I feel like, and this is women in general, we feel like we can build a guy, right? Or get them up to our standards when that's not reciprocated. And so
No, y'all supposed to build together.
Oh
That's
my
how you do
God.
it, in my opinion. You build together. Y'all both most couples do that though. Most couples don't. This is why I say this fairy tale world is messing people head up. Most couples do that. You meet in college, you meet while y'all interning or somewhere working, and y'all both are pretty much broke a lot of times. The majority of the country is broke. People ain't got all this money like y'all think. So you supposed to work with the man. Y'all build together. That way y'all build something together and y'all both can respect each other and respect what you built. Not just meet the man at the finish line. Quantum Solid says, when Bro was speaking on deal breakers, she literally contradicted herself indirectly. She is a red flag talking about make it make sense, straight up blasphemy. Exactly. Yeah. Yeah, she might have a little hard time out here in these dating streets. Thank you, Quantum Solace. Once again, I appreciate you. Damien says she's trolling. She might be. She might be. She might be, child. Thank you, Damien. Farrell says 48. She may as well was never married. Wait, she may as well never mind. Thank you, Farrell. Farrell, what you trying to say, Farrell? Say what you gotta say. Thank you for the super chat, Farrell. Yeah, it's just let's continue.
oh yeah, he needs to make I would say 350K or more. Just because I don't want someone envious of me. I don't want to breed resentment, right? Because my wallet looks a certain way, and sometimes men feel like that's emasculating when, again, truth be told, women and me specifically, we really don't pay attention to that, but
Girl,
it absolutely drives a wedge.
no ma'am.
It drives a wedge.
No ma'am, Miss Pam. No ma'am. No ma'am.
Okay, and then you said dating outside of your education.
No ma'am.
Yeah,
So I saw you had a doctor's degree. Do you mean
No
he needs to
ma'am.
have a doctor's degree?
he needs to have masters or beyond, right?
So
Again, if and has a bachelor's, they're well established, well traveled,
Okay.
well read,
Does
I'm fine with that.
does he need to be a certain height?
He needs to be taller than me.
So is that 5'10"?
Yeah, so I prefer 6 or greater,
6 feet.
right?
Okay.
But and this is the thing, and I'm telling you, I know all of the women in the chat can attest to this. Men will say, "I'm 5'9," and then I meet the person, in person, and I'm looking at the top of their head. Sir, there's no way on God's green earth you are 5'9". I'm 5'9". Oh no, I don't know who measured you. What do you
Are you
mean?
wearing heels when you rap?
Oh, I was just about to say, I'm flat, like literally flat feet.
Okay.
Like I'm 5'9". So
Yeah.
just because you're licensed at
Okay.
9, sir,
Nah. So you saying, let me make sure I got this right. You saying you need a man that's attractive, 6 feet tall, making 350K, 50 years old, or 43 to 50 years old.
get it right.
Okay, so you want a 43-year-old
Making 350,000.
man.
No, I don't want that. That's a
Okay, so he needs to be
range. That's a
43 to 50 in his
there
financial
you go.
stride, looking good, feeling good, because you want him to look good. 6 feet tall, 350K. You know every woman want him, right?
And that's fine, and that's probably why I'm over here by myself. He with somebody else. But it doesn't
Yeah, yeah, Miss Ma'am. Yes. And this is what I say all the time, and we see the delusion is real. They're not thinking about, they're so caught up in what they want, and you're not thinking about what he would want. Do you think a man making $350,000 a year, 6 feet tall, handsome, got his ish together, walking around here, got his apartment or whatever house or laid out, he doing good, he's successful in life. Do you really think that he's not going to want a certain type of woman or several women? But I think this is part of the delusion, y'all. And I'm not saying you shouldn't feel good about yourself. You should think highly of yourself. You should, but you got to be realistic too. And you got to go and ask these men, these types of men, if you're around them, what do you look for in a woman? What do you want? Because a lot of these women claim that they're around these women all day. I'm working with a bunch of these types of women, but they not, you're still single though. So if there was something that stood out about you amongst these, high value men, then wouldn't you think they would have jumped on the chance to holler at you? You're right in their presence and they're looking around you, over you, through you, because you're not what they want. They know what they want when they see it and they know it's not you. So I don't think they realize when they're talking what they're saying. You're exposing yourself all the time. You around, and I mean, she didn't say this, but there are a lot of women who come on there and they say, "Hey, I'm around all these millionaires, and none of them are interested in you." And then if you say that, then they say counter with saying, "Well, I've had some of them. I don't want them. I don't want them." You just you can't make it up. It's like, child, y'all, they be lying and they be getting caught in their lies, and then they try to justify it with another lie. You run all these millionaire men all the time, you say, some of these women say, and none of them ever looked at you. So you're not the bad bee you think you are. Because clearly he's not interested. Or none of them are interested. Marie Mustang 1775, thank you for the super chat once again, says women like her live a long time because they don't marry other women like themselves. Women like her live a long time because they don't marry other women like themselves. Thank you, Marie Mustang, for that, and for your support. I appreciate you. Captain Caveman says Coach Facts report says 10 owners, 5 accidents, no warranty, over 100,000 miles, ball tires, and sold as is. All yours, fellas, for 350K.
Oh my God.
They don't want it. They don't want it. They don't want it, Captain Caveman. And listen, that's a good example, actually. They don't want it. They don't want that. They don't want it. And this is what hurt the egos of a lot of these women when they realize that. They really do. They be like, then that's when they start coming out angry and shaming a man. These men ain't like they used to be. Why? Because they don't want you.
Oh my God.
Just saying. Thank you, Captain Caveman. I appreciate you for the support. Anyone can learn. Quantum says she's the invisible woman to a man like that. Exactly. Thank you for the super chat. Quantum Tyler says, Dee, I'm guessing she believed that she's in her 20s. Her career got her gassed up. Yeah, I think so. Thank you, Quantum. I appreciate you. Yeah, I think yeah, they're not thinking past that. I don't think it's clear you're not thinking past that. They all say the same thing. They think because they have their career, they make so much good money. But I mean, what's the point of your good money? It's only for you. You're not coming on the dating scene saying, "Hey, I'm a good woman. I was married. I'm divorced now. Whatever. I make good money and I'm willing to share. I'm willing to find a man who, is responsible and makes good money. He doesn't have to make what I make because I make a lot, and we could just work together." You don't hear that. You hear these older women who've, you know, just coming out of failed relationships and marriages, and now, but you expect the world. You want the world from a man, and you are not the woman he wants to give that world to. That's just what it is. A man who is in a position to give his world to somebody, he gonna pick the best world possible. He's not gonna pick somebody left over or somebody that don't fit into his what he likes, you know. Farrell, thank you for the super chat. Says Bubble Bass from SpongeBob is asking too much. Men ain't looking for Ron Isley twin sister with high demands. Men aren't looking for a Ron Isley twin sister with high demands. That's crazy, Farrell. Thank you for the super chat. Right, but you're right though. They're not looking. Ron Isley is some work right there. Yeah, but yeah, they're not. They want something too. And I think women forget that. They forget that. Thank you, Farrell. I appreciate you for the super chat. They forget that. They really do. Let's continue though.
Hurt to try.
And they say you like if you attempting to, you got 5 kids though.
I don't care.
So you think
She
that
don't care.
that's the prime, like that is the cream of the crop, 350K. You asking
But
for the
what you
1% of the 1%.
I get you, and what you're failing to realize is
For,
everything I'm asking for, I already have. So I know it's not
yeah, but you're a
impossible, and I'm
woman.
not gonna
You're a woman. You're not a man. You said you already have. No, you're not a man. Just make it 350K.
and the things that I asked for, I already have, aside from the male figure, right? So yeah.
Are you open to all races?
Hmm. Yes, I'll say yes. But I'm not trying to educate anybody on the community. I'm not trying to get anybody together for the cookout. You need to come already prepped and primed.
Okay. God about to say, if you saying he got to be black, then
It's a wrap.
you need to adjust some of your preferences, in my
Yes, you
opinion.
do. That's true.
If you want, unless you're okay being single for a long
No,
time.
it's okay, but I feel like you're I don't know, you're discounting your own species.
Because
Like if
I
they're
know
black,
my own species very well. I know my own, not species. I'm a man, right? So our species is, but
your own race and
right,
man and
because I
gender.
know a good amount of men that are black that are over 6 feet that make a good amount of money, and I know what they be looking for.
Exactly. Boom. I'm glad he told her. Cause and they just be in denial. Exactly. He know, and we all know what they're looking for. I don't know how. I really do think these women tell themselves, "I'm the prize. I'm the prize. I make this amount of money. I'm the shit. I'm that girl. I'm that," and then they really hype themselves up and think that. And when they go out here, that's how they're thinking. I don't, and then I'm just saying, like, you got to be in a delusional la la land. They're not realistic. The things that you are looking for, you're gonna be hard pressed to find that a man who's gonna want you. He gotta want you in order for you to get him. What you want gotta want you back. You could want a fine 6 foot tall, 500K man all you want. It don't mean you gonna get it. You just gonna be in your dreams, because that's where your head is at, in your dreams. Anyone can learn quantum, says, and it ain't you. Oh, Lord. Thank you for the super chat. Oh, my God. Thank you for the super chat. Jamil says, Brad and Hector would scream if she approached them. Child. Right. They ain't looking. Yeah. Thank you, Jamil, once again. Whitney says she's better off with an average earning guy. For sure. For sure.
Oh my God.
Whitney, that's the point that we all trying to make a lot of these women realize, that there's nothing wrong with the average man, because you're average. Just because you make, you might be above average earner. If she's making 350K, of course she's an above average earner. But when you in your being yourself, you are an average woman. And to me, that's a difference. I don't see this. To me, thank you, Whitney 9575 for the super chat. I appreciate you, love. I appreciate you for supporting. To me, I don't judge a person by how much money they make. That's just me. Y'all can say, girl, you need to stop that. I don't give a damn how much money you make. In general, people in general, I treat everybody the same. I don't care what your financial status is, or what type of person are you, because listen, I've seen people who, celebrities who are rich, they've been rich, broke, and rich again. A lot of people don't be knowing that, but a lot of them be having financial problems, right? And that's just a part of the game. They don't just always stay rich. They got issues. A lot of them people have nasty attitudes and they're not good people, right? And they have money. So when you've seen the people of different financial statuses or economic status or whatever, people who with all the money, people with in between, people with low money, you realize, but you don't even have to take that. You just understand that the character and the nature of a person is not determined by how much money they makes or how much money they make. Who you are is who you are. If you a nasty person, you're a nasty person with money, you're a nasty person without it. So I don't judge people based on how much money you have. Your money does not determine who you are as a person. If anything, it brings out, like, if you're a nasty person when you didn't have no money, you're gonna probably even be even worse when you get money, right? But then there's some sweetheart people who are very generous and nice. I'm saying not generous like they want something for you, but very caring. And they just are caring in nature because that's who they are. That's who they were before they had money, and they're the same when they had it, and they're even better because now they're in a position to help people. They really have a true that a genuine spirit to want to help, and they've been that way, and money just enhances that and makes them want to give even more because they are in a position to do it. So there are people who have money who are very sweet and genuine people, loving, nice people. There are people with money who are just the nastiest you'll ever meet. There are people with no money. It could be some of the sweetest giving people still, and give you the shirt off their back, and they only have one shirt. So money to me does not make you a good person. And so this is why I, for the life of me, don't understand why these women move based off of money. Oh, yeah, I make 6 figures, and 6 figures is the determining factor to whether you will give the man a chance or not. But then they say they've met men with money. Oh, and these men are arrogant, and there it is. So what is it that you want? Did you learn from that situation? A lot of times they don't. They still say, I still want a man with all the money and 6 figures, even though you haven't had a good experience with them. Now, listen, I'm not saying, and I have to clarify because sometimes people act like they have bad understanding. I'm not saying you just go search for the bums on the street. No, I'm not saying you're supposed to just go for a man who doesn't have any standards or anything like that. The same way I wouldn't expect a woman, to go for a man or a man to go after a woman who has no type of qualities that would be beneficial for a relationship. So you both have to vet properly. And if we're doing it as much as these Christians say you're supposed to do it, the man will be the ones who find them and court them and date them and and find them and want to be with them if they see fit. But what I'm saying is a lot of women won't give certain men a chance because they're not tall enough, because they don't make a certain amount of money. And you could be missing out on a quality person. A quality person. What's more important? And then when they're in these abusive, and seeing as so many women have been in these abusive, toxic relationships with these narcissists, you would think that they would understand this even more. You would think that they would understand it even more, that hey, you understand toxic men, you understand men who are narcissists and men who have all these issues. You would think that you would want to go after the man that has the better qualities and not focus on so much of the financial aspect of it. But no, this is why when I hear this a lot of times, and to be honest with you, and I do understand that people have been in abusive relationships and stuff like that, but a lot of these women are lying. A lot of them, they're lying when they're talking. It's all just to make somebody feel sorry for them. And so, you don't question anything that they're saying. A lot of them are lying. And it's very clear. It's very obvious in some of these cases. But I just think, if you've been through so much abuse in your life, you would definitely be looking for somebody who has qualities that don't portray abusive traits. Somebody that has loving characteristic and want to love on you and treat you good. But no, they focus on six figures like that. That wouldn't give you what you're looking for. You know what I'm saying? So it just doesn't make any sense to me. So yeah, it's just a bunch of capping out here for real, y'all. Marine Mustang, thank you for the super chat. Says average earning guys ain't even going out like that. Right.
Oh my God.
Average, medium, high earners are still not going out like that. You are absolutely right, Marine. I agree with you, child. I agree. Thank you for the super chat, child. It's just what it is. Pharaoh says they think money is power and power corrupts. Exactly, Pharaoh. Yeah. But they don't care because they all want to cry in a Bentley. They all want to just, be surrounded by things. They put more stock into material things than they do a person and character traits that would yield them a better relationship, a real relationship, something that's lasting and that's real. They would rather have the superficial things and then still be miserable when they get it. And for the ones that get it, they still sit down miserable, crying. Why are you crying? Why are you so sad? You miserable. You got the money. You got all this stuff that looks good, but you're lost and you're confused and you're still not happy. And for women who are always looking for happiness, I gotta be happy. Walking away from your husbands who probably was the best man you'll ever get, and then you looking for happiness and you still end up sad. You can't make it up. Thank you, Pharaoh. I appreciate you. Quantum Solid says, Shorty hit me hard with the rising dragon fist. What does that say? Shoryuken talking about 300K straight Looney Tune. I don't know who that is. I hope I'm saying that right. I'm not familiar, but you're absolutely right, Quantum Solace. I appreciate you for the support, child. Yeah, I'm just like 300K, like that ain't nothing to sneeze at. That's a lot of money to make a year, in my opinion, at least. And I mean, but I'm saying, like, if you make that amount, why does he have to equal what you're making? I don't understand. Thank you, Quantum Solace, once again. I appreciate you. Yeah, it's just a mess. Let's continue. Before we continue, let me read this one. Jamil says, do you read the comments from Cash App? Because YouTube be tripping sometimes. I can, yes. I can read them, Jamil. But I would have to pull it up. Yeah, I can read it if it comes through. Yep. I gotta start thinking about that because I always forget about the Cash Apps. But yes, I can read them. Thank you, Jamil. I appreciate you. Let's continue.
True.
And they not looking for, respectfully, you're a good looking woman. However, they not looking for a woman that's 48 with 5 children and one of them is 7 years old.
Right.
And all
Right.
from the
That's
same
okay.
guy. Like, that's you still his family.
Right.
No, and I
You know what
get
I'm
it.
saying? So, like,
And
why would I deal with that when I am the cream of the crop? I made 350K. I could travel the world. Every woman wants me. I'm 6 feet
wait,
tall.
what if he has 5 children?
The game ain't the
Girl.
same.
Right. Right.
Oh, so we got a double
Hell yeah, this
standard. Oh,
is the world.
that's
That's
hilarious.
the truth.
But yeah.
Cam Newton still
It's
get whatever he want. He got 9 kids.
point. He can't be the cream of the crop if he, well, I take that back. I'm not going to go with that line of thinking. But again, if he has 5 children, then I don't think, and I know this isn't the way the world works, but you can't discount, right, the woman who has the same as you. And then oftentimes, I don't want to,
But he
speak out of
can't.
bounds, but the man, he may have 5 children, but they're all not with one woman, right? So he's diversifying his child portfolio, and we're
I
supposed
ain't
to settle
saying
for
it
that.
is right.
Yeah, I mean, but it is a difference. It is a difference because he's still considered the prize. She wants him, and it doesn't take anything away from him being in a relationship with her if he wants her. I think, and that's the double standard that exists when it comes to men with children versus women with children. There's some double standards that benefit men, and there's some that benefit women. But that's just one that benefits a man. And most women were not really ever concerned about how many children a man had. A lot of times, women just didn't care. Just like women didn't care about body count with a man, most women didn't even care about that. Because I think you expected men to have women, especially if he's attractive. I don't think women cared about that too much, but men highly care. Majority of men highly care about body count, but I don't think majority of women cared about it. The same way that if he have kids, it's not a big deal. If he's the prize to her, if she want him and he got it going on, she don't care about that. That's why these women are with those. They don't care about that because he's able to take care of her. She can have kids with him too. So it wasn't a big deal. But for men, it's different. What they expect from a woman because he's expected. See, the women aren't expected to come in and take care of the man and the kids. The men are expected to come in and take care of you and everything you got going on. You a package deal. So that's really part of it right there. He's expected to come in and take on you and your kids. So that's a major responsibility. You're not expected to take on his kids. That's why there's a difference. Pharaohs, thank you for the super chat. Says they want the six-figure men, but trigger his inner Ike Turner. My average earnings, brother, you're more valuable as a person. No money, more money, more problems. Exactly. I agree with that. Thank you, Pharaoh. Yeah, I mean, child, look. I don't know. I mean, let me say before I agree with that. You said trigger the Ike Turner, Pharaoh. I just realized what you said. I don't know about that. I don't think nobody want to trigger the Ike Turner, but you know they can. But I don't know. Leave Ike Turner where he at. You know what I'm saying? Thank you, Pharaoh. I appreciate you. Oh my God. Captain Caveman says, I got $35. If you transfer that $350K to my account, then let's see where this goes. What kind of scam is that, Captain Caveman? Thank you for the super chat. Marie Mustang 1775 says a man's love is tested. Then a man's love is tested, I guess you mean when he has everything. A woman's love is tested when he has nothing. You're absolutely right. I say it all the time. That's the ultimate test for sure. For sure. Now, I agree with that for sure. Thank you for the super chat. I appreciate you once again. Captain Caveman says, I'd rather take the meat stealing lady. You don't even know what she looks like. That's funny. Thank you, Captain Caveman. I appreciate the super chat. Y'all a trip. So it really isn't a double standard, right, DeeDee? Oh my God. Let's continue.
I'm not saying it was
I
right.
got you.
What I'm saying is he can still, and it's y'all fault. It's y'all ladies' fault. Because if he's 6 feet tall and he's made, like you said, 6 feet tall, he's rich and he's aesthetically pleasing to y'all. Yeah, women are going to keep falling for it.
Right.
I know. So you
Nick
say y'all
Cannon,
fault.
Country Wayne, Boosie, Cam Newton, name the football player, tons of children.
Yep.
Y'all keep falling for it because 6 feet tall,
Yep.
rich, good
Got the
looking.
money.
I
So
get you.
I'm
You
just
say y'all
saying
fault.
that, like, yo, we are on the verge of tons of single women because
Right.
y'all preferences are all the same.
Yep.
So with all y'all preferences being
Through
the
the roof.
same, the man who meets that is going to get the pick of the litter
Yep.
with the least amount of potential for a headache. So that means she's available
No,
to him. She don't come back like she's
She don't have a bunch of children. She's not overweight. She gonna have to look really good. He's gonna pick the best of the best for what, because he has the options. That's what happens when you have a lot of options. Then you can pick who you want. You have to pick of the litter. So that's why, and it's not to say, I don't think a lot men are saying this to try to be mean to women, but when you see a bunch of women who are some that are overweight and not that aesthetically pleasing, and you're talking about, and when they talk about the type of man that they want and how much money you got to make, you automatically go to, damn, that's might be tough because you gotta it's gonna be some competition. Basically, it's gonna be some competition. So knowing that there's gonna be competition, you either be prepared or just know that there's a lot of so-called baddies out there. They got a lot of attractive women out there, and there's a bunch of women that's single. So all these women are going to be vying for the same man, and they're going to come with it. So you're going to see women who are fit, fine, look good, way more attractive, and you think you gotta put yourself in that ranking and say, where do I stand? Do I have a chance? You got to be a realistic and realizing where you stand, and you can't feel bad about it. You just got to think about that. Those men, the type of women that they're looking for, you got to look at yourself and say, wait a minute, am I in over my head or what? That's it. Let's continue.
Operative galore. She's catering.
Yeah, some women have to be cooperative. And
Yeah.
again, I'm not saying I'm not. People have to be.
Yeah. And for
Yeah.
that man that's making like the man that you want, she has to be.
Yeah, yeah, but again, hopefully she stands on her own and can match him,
He don't need a woman
income
to
and
match him. He made 350.
Right.
it,
He don't
it,
see.
And this is what I don't understand. This is why they put so much weight on the money. I make this. If he make that, he not looking for you to match him. But when women make it, they looking for a man to match them. And for what? Like, what do y'all think matching doing? What y'all think him matching you is gonna do? When you still want him to pay every goddamn thing. So that's what I'm saying. If you're so pressed about a man matching what you make, are you contributing? Because then I can see y'all can play ball. Like, okay, I'm matching. I got 350, you got 350. Baby, we could do some things because we're gonna put it together. They ain't trying to do that. Y'all still want him to come in 100% paying everything. So what you matching him and him, what does him matching you, what does that mean for him? Not a goddamn thing. But you want him to match you for him to have to keep up and pay exactly what you're paying. It don't make no goddamn sense. It's a Quantum Solace. Thank you for the super chat. It says for 300K, I can easily get a top tier shorty overseas. That's prime steak with a trim with no GMO. Hashtag passport gang. I know that's right. That's just the God honest truth. That is the truth. Fit, gorgeous women. So, and then these women don't want to compete. So, I mean, in their minds, they think because they make all this money that makes them the top tier women, and it does not. Thank you, Quantum Solace. I appreciate you once again. Let's continue, y'all.
This is where y'all got it messed up.
Exactly.
A man
and
don't
this,
care how much money you make when he's already wealthy. We don't give a
I
damn.
guess.
I don't care how much a woman makes. She could work at Burger King. If she's cooperative and
I,
catering and fryer, we in there.
I've heard that line of thinking before. And again, I'm not disagreeing with you. I know it,
Just saying.
but that's
All right, we derailed. I just wanted some great conversation for a little bit. But I want our sisters to win. I think that clearly you are a very intelligent woman. Okay. I feel like you're not being smart about your choice, like your preferences.
Right.
But outside of that, you know what I mean?
I get you. That's what they want. You want me to
No,
negotiate my standards
no,
down.
ma'am.
I'm not.
No, ma'am.
Do that.
I'm not saying negotiate them down. I'm saying potentially be more open to what's truly important,
Be more
and that's
realistic
love.
and what's
That's
important.
somebody who's going to be there
Yeah.
for you.
Those,
Like y'all,
But see, she had love, I guarantee you. She had love with her husband, but it wasn't enough. That's why she left. And that's the thing. She had that. She had 5 kids with him. So I'm pretty sure there was some love there. But that wasn't enough. And so this is why on the flip side, they're out here looking for riches and gold from another man. They had the love part. Now they want something else. And see, this is what happens. And this is where they end up falling short. Because women really think they have a plethora of all these options that they got. You're going to get all this great man after great man after great man and give you everything that you want, like over and over and over. You don't get that many chances. And I think that's the part they don't realize. They don't realize what's really happening until they go through it. And then they have to realize by going through it, and then they be depressed. Jamil, thank you once again for the super chat. Says she needs to be protecting CJ Stroud on the O line. Lord, y'all referencing something. I don't even know what that is. But thank you, Jamil. I appreciate you. I don't even know what that is, y'all. Is that CJ from the game? I don't know. Thank you, Jamil. I appreciate you. Let's continue, y'all, so we can wrap this up.
we putting things that like a man who's making 150K, which is still a heck of a living, that
Right.
has a bachelor's degree,
Right.
which you're talking a formal education. A person could be very
You
smart with informal education.
Right.
you asked me the question, sir. I just answered it. I look, you if there's a question to be
The
had,
world
there's an
is going to
answer to be
see
had.
this. I'm trying to help you get the best opportunity. Men are going to be like, oh, she's lost. When you might be a solid woman and be reasonable.
No, I get this, but it's not what's best. And this is why the resentment that it breeds. Again, I would be willing to, again, somebody that is got all of the qualifications and not the income, be willing to date that person. They can't date me. That's the
You
problem because it creeps up. And it's not anything that I would do because that person won't be able to travel as much as I travel. I take 4 to 5 international trips a
Oh
year.
God
I'm not
damn. Stop. Jesus Christ. Shit. I'm really so tired of the traveling aspect of this. This is so stupid. Girl, if you want to travel 4-5 times, you can still do it. You pay for it and you go. He can stay home. These men don't probably want to do all that goddamn traveling anyway. You could still go travel. He could just stay home. He don't want to do that. Maybe he don't want to do that. Well, I don't, but see, you gonna want to travel and you make all the money, you gonna want him to pay for it though. It's just absurd. I don't get it. Pharaoh says 350K can get me a 4 or 5 dominatrixes as wives overseas. Better culture, women lifestyle, hashtag passport bros. Pharaoh, why you want these dominatrix? You are obsessed with the dominatrix, Pharaoh. Pharaoh, you ain't got a dominatrix yet. He obsessed with the damn dominatrix. Thank you, Pharaoh. I appreciate you. Pharaoh said he gonna get all the goddamn dominatrix, honey. But I mean, this obsession with trips and traveling is just ridiculous. Mauricio 91 says there's no ego on earth like a woman's ego, child. Thank you, Mauricio. I appreciate you. Yeah, it's just it doesn't make any sense, y'all. It doesn't make sense. And it's just too much. I'm ready for that to stop because it just doesn't. All this travel, go travel. You could travel. You got your money. You could go and still travel, and he could just be at home chilling. Just saying. Let's continue.
going to finance that for him. And I won't care that he can't
So he
come. I
needs
go
to
by
finance
myself
it
now.
for you.
Boom.
Does he need to be an attractive guy?
Boom. Right. He got to finance.
Yes, we talked about that already. Yes, he needs to, again, it needs to make sense. He needs to
None of this makes
look,
sense,
you
though.
know,
Okay.
like I
All
do,
right,
I
bet.
guess.
Okay. All right.
Ma'am, none of this makes sense. Oh my God.
Word. Cool. All
Because
right,
the
let's do
fact
this,
that he,
Kendrick Cam.
okay, I was going to say, you want me to have somebody that's hard to look at and I got to deal with his lack of income? No.
Girl, I mean, but that's I mean, you want somebody that's not hard to look at. What if they think you are hard to look at? Because that pictures look like they was altered a little bit, if you ask me. But what do I know, child? I don't know shit. Captain Caveman says with my $35 on and her 350K, we good. I know my work. Right. It don't make no sense, y'all. It's just stupid. It don't make no sense, Captain Caveman. Thank you for the super chat. I appreciate you, bro. Yeah, y'all. This is so stupid, and it really is. You just keep hearing it. It's like they come out the woodwork with the same old talking points. They're constantly coming out the woodworks with a new face with the same old talking points. You keep saying the same old shit over and over and over and over, looking for a different result. Look, once again, and I'm gonna say this, and we're gonna wrap this up. Look, if you want a healthy relationship, marriage, look for a person who has those qualities. You ain't gotta, I'm pretty sure if he has those qualities and he wants a family, he's gonna do things to provide for his family. Find a responsible man, a good man, a man who is working towards his goals and building, but he may not be there yet. Just like a lot of these women aren't there yet. Find a man that has the qualities that will make for healthy, stable relationships long term. Man who wants to be a husband, wants to be a father. Because when they want it, that's what they go after. And they want women who want to be mothers, and good wives. If they wanted a skeezer that they can just sleep with, that's easy. You can go find somebody to sleep with, and that's it. That's easy. But to find quality women for these quality men, it's becoming even more difficult. And for the women who say they are quality women, because this is the thing. There are a lot of men out there who are skeptical about the women that are out there. So if you are a quality woman looking for a quality man for a good relationship, you need to present yourself to that man and show him your qualities. And just as women like to say, well, men got to prove themselves. Well, y'all might have to prove yourselves because men are moving a certain way now. It's not the same. We're not in a traditional society anymore. It's a modern society with modern women and modern men. And if you want a man of substance, you got to look for substance. You just don't look for the money. If you want money, then say that. Go for a man with the money, but understand you might be lacking some of those other qualities that most women end up wanting anyway. So go for what you want, but know what you want. Don't flip flop and say, "Oh, I want a man with money." Then when you get that, oh, he don't give me this. He don't want no time with me. He don't spend time. He's never around. He's cheating. Well, you didn't ask for a committed man with money who's gonna marry you and be faithful and committed to you and not cheat and be nice and loving and all that. Because something's got to give. You're not gonna get every single thing that you want. So why not go after the things that are most important? And so, yeah, and so it is crazy, but it is what it is. It is what it is. Uh Jamil says Pharaoh must have done something crazy like pollute a local lake to need punishment from a dominatrix. LOL. He been talking about that dominatrix, baby. He been saying he want him a good cocoa caramel dominatrix or something like that. He been talking about that, Jamil. Thank you, Jamil, once again for the super chat. Pharaoh says, LOL, forget you. He been talking about a cocoa dominatrix child. You're gonna get one eventually because you committed to that, getting that dominatrix, baby. I hope you get one or several. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So once again, I just, it's sometimes it's cringy to watch because when you know the nature of men, when you understand men, when you understand what men are looking for, and when a lot of women still are in denial about it, it's just cringy to watch. They really drank the Kool-Aid. They really have bought into this narrative that women are the prize and they should be asking for all this money. Oh, he got to have what I have. It's like, and they really put so much stock on their money and their careers. And then the men don't even care. The type of man that you want doesn't care about that. Now, if y'all are both average and y'all both got college degrees or y'all both make good money and you put it together, y'all you know how to make that work and you build upon it. But they don't want to build. They don't want to. They go after the money, they make the money, and then they struggle to find a man who make what they make or more because that's their request. You can't get a man who makes less than you because you say, then you still don't take any accountability. You still put it on the fact that, oh, he's gonna be insecure. How you know? He can make good money, he just don't make what you make. And why would he be insecure? And the only way you're saying that is because you know that you're not gonna respect the man if he makes less. You're not gonna respect him. You're gonna throw things in his face because you know you're gonna resent him for not making more because you want him to pay all his money for for the lifestyle you've already created before you met him. That's why they want to withhold what they make or more because you expected him to spend his money like you spend yours. You want him to take over your expensive habits. If he make less, he might not be able to do that. You're going to have to continue to pay for your own expensive habits. And that's something men don't want to deal with as well. A man don't want to have to come in and take on all the stuff a lifestyle you created before him. He may not have that. He don't live that type of life. And that's the problem too. There are a lot of men who don't spend like women. A lot of men don't want that lifestyle that these women are craving for and searching for. So it's going to be mixed matched. It's not going to be equal because he don't want to spend all this money on all these trips. He don't want to spend like you spending, but you do. But you don't want to spend. You want him to take over your stuff. And who in their right mind has worked hard for what they work for, and they're gonna come and just blow it all on you because that's what you want? No, it ain't gonna work. It ain't gonna work. A lot of these women are just cooked. And that's just what it is. And accept that you could go take your 350K, your 100K, whatever you make, and go live your best life with you and your 5 kids. Go live it up. Take all the trips you want. You don't have to worry about a man. Why don't some of the women do what the men do? Hell, y'all already been ran through a lot of y'all. So what's the difference when you get older? Just go and go pay for it. Just go pay for it and have you a good old time. Get you a big D Willie and go have a good old time with him. And don't even try to be with because these men don't want y'all like that anyway. Just go get you a big D Willie, pay him, have a good time with him, and go take your trips. You know what I'm saying? Because what else are you going to do? You know? DeeDee, I will take 40 plus years to turn us back. It will take 40 plus years to turn us back, and it will be gone by then, child. You're probably right. I don't spend like a woman. I like seeing my money in my account. I know that's right. I always enjoy your content. Thank you. I appreciate you, Captain Caveman, y'all. Yeah, it's just crazy, y'all. But anyway, like I said, you can go pay for a good time and keep it moving. That way, nobody owe you nothing and you don't owe nobody nothing. And you don't have to be in this delusional state. You can go live your best life and do what you want to do and just get Big D, Willie when you want and have and feel refreshed and go finish the rest of your life off. And that way, it won't be no confusion because a lot of these men aren't falling for these older women with this high expectations and all this. 350K for a 40-something-year-old man is insane. That's insane in my opinion. And once again, that man is going to want something more than what meets the eye. He's going to want something more. Bottom line. It's not a shade. It's not a diss to any woman or anybody. It's just the truth. Great show, DeeDee. Going to pick up my pack of chicken from the lady. She just... She called. you gonna keep on with that. You a hot mess. Go get your chicken, baby.
Oh my God.
I gotta let my husband see this shit. Y'all are stupid. Anyway, oh my God, I'm gonna play this back for my husband. Y'all a mess. But anyway, go get your chicken, child. Thank you, though. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate y'all. Listen, y'all, I gotta get out of here. So I gotta go too. Hell, I don't have no chicken waiting on. I gotta go cook some chicken.
Oh my God.
That we are. Oh no, I cooked chicken yesterday. I already cooked. I gotta go eat. Yeah, I don't have to cook. I already cooked. But man, I want to go make me a cake. I'm gonna make a cake. I shouldn't be eating no damn cake, but I need a snack. But anyway, y'all, I gotta get out of here. Thank y'all so much. I appreciate y'all for being here, for supporting, for making me laugh. I appreciate y'all. Listen, make sure you hit the like button on y'all way out. Y'all, please watch the videos that are posted on the channel. Hype the videos up. There's this new thing called hype, y'all. Make sure you hype the videos up when you watch them on the channel. That definitely helps. I guess that's gonna help us out. That's something new that YouTube has just launched. So make sure you hype the videos when you wipe. Go hit hype as much as you can. That definitely will help the channel out, y'all. So make sure you're hyping the video up, liking the video, leave a comment just to let me know it's real, y'all. Make sure you continue to support. Watch the videos that are already posted. I post videos every day, y'all. Let's get the views up on those videos. That definitely helps your girl out. But thank y'all once again. I appreciate you guys. Shout out to everybody who gave super chats or cash apps. I appreciate you so much. It definitely helps the channel to grow. All right. So thank y'all once again. I appreciate y'all. Y'all be safe. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. I'll be back really, really soon. But if not, enjoy the rest of your weekend, y'all. And I will see you guys really soon. All right. I love y'all. Y'all be safe and I'll catch you later. Mwah. Bye.
Ooh, yeah. She's a little bit wild. Little sad, I smile. Gold hoops in my t-shirt. Still turn levy at a mob world. Yeah. She's talking fast, hands fly. Got a temper, got pride. She'll call me out right there in the car and kiss me like a movie star. Yeah, yeah. Said he got mood, she's like that. Storm in her eyes and she's on my lap. Tell me stop staring. I can't. Girly girl, that's my girly girl. She be doing the most, I'm addicted to her. From her curls down to her curves. It's my girlie, my whole wide world. If love is a word, she's the meaning of hers. That's my girlie, girl. She'll be late to the plans. Still I reach for her hand. Got a lipstick on my collar, my face. Then she fussing and laughing same day. She taught love like a fight. Every wrong, every right. When she's soft, man, I swear I can't breathe. When she's mad, I ain't trying to leave. Baby got moves and she swear she be driving me crazy. And back tell me stop playing. I can't. Girly, I swear, she be doing the most, I'm addicted to her. From my curls gone to her curves, yeah. It's my girlie, my whole wide world. If love is a word, she's the meaning I heard. That's my girlie. She black girl crazy, I love it. Got that fire, I run to it. Messy attitude, the softest heart. All that drama still my favorite part. You be holding her eyes, but she holds me tight. Seeing everything wrong, still it hit just right. If I ever got a face when the lights go dark, yes, her, yes, her, yes, her. She be doing the most, I'm addicted to her. From her curls down to her curve. Yeah, that's my pretty girl. Now there's words as I'm eating I heard.